What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. Welcome back to Juggalo Talk, YouTube's only Juggalo talk show that is not even a talk show, but we are all Juggalos. So let's talk. Joining me, as always, is my wonderful co-host partner. She's the one that holds the show down, you know what I'm saying? She's the one that comes with the itinerary. The wonderful Megs is with us.
Ooh, wonderful Megs.
Wonderful Megs. Magnificent Megs?
Yeah.
There we go. Got to get a very similar adjective to use. But welcome back to Juggalo Talk. As I had said, I think in the last episode, we kind of, Juggalo Talk may just become like the recap show, maybe. I don't know. Maybe when there's a lot of significant stuff to talk about. But we went to AXEmas last weekend. Yesterday, we went to Clownvis is doing like a mini tour right now. He's calling it the Holiday Fling. We went and saw him. Finally, we've been trying to see him.
Last night.
We've been trying to see him for a while. And so last night, we finally made the trek. We finally were able to go and see him. And I got to tell you.
We've been trying to go see Clownvis Holiday Fling for
a few years. I don't remember how many.
3 or 4 years in a row. Like, we have been like trying to make it there, and there's always something like we have to work or something else comes up, or we would have in car trouble. Like, it literally was something. It was just constant.
Right. So we finally made it, and I gotta say, it's probably one of the funner shows I've been to.
Yes.
We've been to a lot of shows. I had a lot of fun at that. But we'll let the chat let people start coming in a little bit.
I keep like fidgeting with my hat because my bow looks so crooked, and I don't know why. Like
it looks crooked on the camera, or what?
Yeah, like I'm like analyzing this shit. Like, okay, this is the middle, this is my forehead, and I'm like trying to put it on like even, and just it keeps looking like super crooked, and I don't know why. So it is.
Well, I believe actually
Which is
currently...
a cute fact. I gotta say this though, because it's just so cute. Like, our dad, he calls your cell phone your computer.
Oh yeah, your
and
little device there.
It is literally like the cutest thing, and he'd be like, can you get on your little computer thingy and look how much ammo is right now or some shit like that?
Yeah.
I'm like, Dad, come on.
Right.
Come on.
I wanted to look real quick because I think Ball is on a boat. It's going down tonight. I totally forgot that was going down tonight.
Is anybody live streaming, or like do you guys like know of a channel that always posts concert footage even if it's not live? Like, just like, do you guys anybody know anybody that does that?
I know the homie One Jules is at Balla's.
He usually does like by song.
Yeah, he'll do footage. He doesn't live stream, but he will record.
But Jules' footage is.
He gets right up front.
It's
and I don't
clear.
know,
it's not shaky. It's not blurry. Like,
and I don't know how he does this, but like when we went to...
Because he's fucking tall. That's how he fucking does it.
What I mean is, when we went to Certified Psychos, we were up on the balcony, and I could see him in the fucking like
he literally just stands like this.
He's tall, so he's got his phone. He literally like, here's my phone, right?
Yeah.
He will stand there, like, imagine this up high. He will stand there with his phone in hand and just like, as he's getting pushed from people moshing, he will just like stand there, and like, he gets such good footage. I don't know how he does it. Like, I don't know how he doesn't drop his phone
because he's so tall. He just
Once people start moshing, my phone goes locked, and in my pockets, I am about to drop that and fuck up my whole night. But somehow Jules pulls it off.
He's also taller, so he probably has bigger hands too. So you can probably grip it better than like maybe that's what makes you feel. You also don't have a pop socket on your phone. Oh, and like when I live stream at concerts, I open this up. Yeah. We can't see because my body's black. And I will like hold it like this, and then I like grip my thumb on the bottom. And I like, and then I even will sometimes like do this, and I'll cup it for the music. Oh, that's how I get my good audio.
Yeah, I don't know why I haven't got a new pop socket. Oh, I remember why. It's because I use the MagSafe for charging, and the pop socket interferes with that. And I had one that was magnetic, but it like broke. And I just haven't replaced it. I don't know. So, but yeah, Big Balls on a boat. Big Balls Christmas party. is officially what it's called, but it's Ballers on a Boat, is going down tonight. And I totally, for whatever reason, I thought it was closer to Christmas, but I guess, I mean, we're only, what, a week and a half away from Christmas. Yeah. Like, the year has just flown
And
by.
honestly, like, now would be the best time to do Ballers because on a boat, because you gotta think the longer they wait, the more likely they are to run into bad weather and people traveling and airfare going up because people are going home for Christmas. Yeah. So
well, and especially with
now is the time,
especially with it being in New York City, because like I know right now where we live, it is cold as fuck out tonight, and I imagine it's cold as shit in New York City, and they're gonna be on a boat. But yeah, I don't know. That's one event. Big Ballas is one event that I would like to go to, but I don't know how I feel about the whole Ballas on a boat thing. Like,
well, I guess in my mind I had pictured what it looks like, and then I seen somebody had filmed it from, I don't know if it was last year or a couple years ago.
Right.
It was not what I envisioned. It looked like the break room at your factory. It was like drop tile ceilings. It was super small. It was super tight and confined. There was no windows, and I was like, this to me is not Ballers on a boat. This is Ballers in the break room.
Well,
like, Ballers on a boat for me is like something that has a lot of windows and you can see the water outside, and maybe they're on a deck, maybe they're inside with like patio type windows. That's what I envisioned, I guess. And I envisioned them in like little sailor outfits or like what do you call that? Who steers the boat?
Oh, captain.
Captain outfits. Like, that's what I imagine, I guess, and it's just not what it looked like. So.
Well, I have to imagine it's a smaller boat, which the pictures, the things that I've seen, like footage I've seen of Ballas on a boat, like it looks small and intimate. For me, though, what would kind of be, I guess, a turn off for me is the amount of people that would be on that small little boat. I don't do great with a lot of crowds, you know what I mean? I know most people...
we watch Titanic, okay? We ain't stupid.
I know a lot of people love like going to shows that are sold out, but I actually, when things sell out, I'm like, that's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers there.
You think people like that?
I've seen people be like, yeah, man, I'm going to the sold out show, hell yeah.
Maybe it's like an exclusive thing.
I think so, yeah. I think it's because like it sold out, so not everyone went. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of people that went, but not everybody could make it because it sold out. Like I think it's that exclusivity of it. But for me, I see the word sold out and I'm like, that's a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know, and especially going to Hollow Wicked in 2021, it was sold out. That for me always did kind of stick with me. Of like, there was a lot of people in the Majestic Theater, like a lot of people.
Speaking of Twisted, DJ Crystal said that his mom is playing Twisted nonstop.
Is that a good thing?
Actually, any good song too much is too much. Okay.
I've
had so many like genuine, like we were just talking about this. Tech Nine's Red Nation song.
Oh, the Red Kingdom, yeah.
Red Kingdom, yeah. It was such a good, I mean, it is such a good song. Like, the beat, the rhythm, like, it is a good song. But I'm so fucking sick of seeing that on TikTok.
Yeah.
Over, and it just has ruined the song for me, and now I can't.
Right.
I can't get into it anymore. I can't listen to it.
I think that's kind of how I feel about certain ICP songs that end up on TikTok, because, you know, it's like...
Still love Tech Nine. Still love Jelly Roll, but I can't get into those songs like I used to because they just blew up on TikTok.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, Ballas on a Boat fucking going down now as we speak. That's awesome. That's awesome. I didn't even know that. We just kind of planned this last minute. We're like, you know, we had so much fun last night at Clownvis's Holiday Fling. We had a lot of fun last weekend at AXEmas, which first official LLE event we've gone to. And my kind of first official time seeing Axe. Like, I saw them at the 2018 Gathering of the Juggalos. But, like, one, I didn't know any of their music. The homie Coma Black had been, like, recommending them to me, and I just didn't check them out. So, like, knowing that they had a lot of hype behind them, I went ahead and went to the show.
Can you bring me that blue charger, please?
But I literally knew nothing about their music. I knew nothing about their songs, you know?
You're going to want your mouse, too. Sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. My phone's dying, and this thing's we were at 8%. It should reach. It should be fine.
Should reach.
Yeah. I had the itinerary all pulled up for you guys, and like I've been sitting here typing it up. Like everything's been fine. I don't know. Nothing like happened.
Yeah.
And then magically it's like, restart, and we're at 9%. So we're just wing it, from what I remember from an itinerary. And then whenever it loads, we'll just kind of like skim over, make sure we didn't forget anything.
I just realized I titled this episode 18. We're actually on episode 19.
It's 19, yeah. I remember typing that up.
That's how often we do. Like, we started Juggalo Talk 2 years ago. You realize that? And
That's
we've only done 19 episodes.
No. You have only done 19. I have tried to do a lot more than that. Trust me.
Touche.
I'm like, Juggalo Talk tonight?
Here's the thing, like,
I'm too tired. I'm too old. I'm too boring.
I know live streaming is like the thing now. Everybody does live streaming, but it's just not really been my thing.
I don't think it's that. I think it's that you're so introverted.
Yeah. That
when you have a stressful day at work, or where you're forced to interact with a lot of people,
right,
or anything emotionally demanding at work, then you're tapped out for the day.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So like today, you haven't had like any social interaction with just like me.
That's true.
Like we haven't went to the store. We haven't had to deal with like asshole people. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's true. And like if I have a busy day at work or whatever, yeah. I think you're right. That's a lot of what it is. Like,
because for me, introverted and extroverted is like DC. When you're introverted, you wake up with like 10 coins. Every social interaction takes a coin.
Yeah.
So at the end of your day, you have no coins and you're just depleted. Whereas an extrovert, every time I have a good interaction, I get a coin. So I feel like really rich at the end of the day because I've had all these positive.
I actually really like that analogy, that metaphor, whatever. And
different days you can wake up with different amount of coins. Like if you're sick or you're irritated, obviously you're gonna wake up with 3 coins.
Yeah.
So midday at work, you're done. You're tapped out.
Yeah. DJ Crystal Clear is in the chat. I see Oh My Rod was in here. I don't know if he still is. 6.
Whoa, he said he's 500 subscribers away from 40,000. Dude, congratulations. Holy shit.
Yeah, he does like chopped and screwed stuff. Like remixes of songs, so.
Dude, that's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You should have like a party.
So do we want to talk a little bit about AXEmas?
Yeah, I think we should start with that. I don't have my itinerary, but I just want to kind of touch base on a couple things. I did live stream on my channel 2 sets.
Yep. 2 live streams.
Super Famous Fun Time Guys and...
A la Zully.
I call them Axe Boys. But I did stream them separately, and we toyed with that idea, and thank God we fucking did, because it took them like an hour and 20 minutes to fix the mics between sets.
Yeah, we don't really know what happened, but they were having issues with the mics. So at one point they completely switched out the microphones they were using and had to get them all set up.
Like, if you've been standing on your feet for like 4 hours, and then that was just like, it was a lot.
Yeah,
but
which the crew they busted their asses. Like I seen them like they weren't just slowly walking like you see some of just piddle farts. Like no, they were like booking.
They were trying to
across the venue and get the shit going.
I live streamed both sets. Super Famous Fun Time Guys was a great live stream. I was front fucking row. It was great. It was epic. Alazul. Axe Boys. It wasn't even like halfway through the set, and the people around us were just so rowdy and not moshing, just like flat out disregarding people's safety.
Yeah. Like
drop kicking people in the back. Like I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like plowing into people.
Yeah. So I'm off to the side. I'm front row though, but I'm like as far over as possible. So like I'm against the wall on the stage. Like there's not really anywhere for me to go. So I'm starting to feel a little bit suffocated. And the guy right next to me, and you can see it on the live stream, they plow in behind him, and they all come forward, and he gets launched onto the stage, and his drink spills. And that was kind of like, yep, it is time for me to back up. This is too much for me. I have like a bad leg and a bad back, and if anyone's seen the vlogs, I like walk with a cane and stuff. So like, I am about to like put myself in a situation where like I'm gonna get hurt, you know? So I kind of was like trying to watch the show and enjoy it, but I was so focused on watching them to protect myself, I couldn't enjoy the show.
Yeah, so we
and there were several times where I would like glance up, because I'm trying to live stream it too, and I would glance over and I would notice my camera angle wasn't good because I wasn't focused on the set. I was like trying to like watch them. So we ended up going back and we got like bar stools because of course it was a flat venue, so I couldn't see shit. I got up on a bar stool and I was able to finish the live stream, but that is why the quality decreased, because we had to go back so far, and then they had fog and smoke, and you know how that messes with the camera. But I just want to let people know, if you watch it, that's what happened.
Yeah.
So we did 2 live streams. We did a pickup video.
Yep.
Of the merchandise that we got.
Mm-hmm. Which, wearing one right now. And
one more shameless plug, and then I promise I'm done. If you want to see all the merch that they had, you can head over to my Instagram page, and I always post merch over there.
Well, don't forget your vlog. You did do a vlog
I
for
vlogged it. Yeah, I forgot. So I did like a vlog of us like before the live streams, basically. So like it's a little bit of us hanging out and stuff, and then there's a little bit like of the openers and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hell yeah. But yeah, we ended up getting there. I think it was between 6 and 6:30. The doors were supposed to open at 6. I think VIP was running late, so they didn't open doors till 7.
No, we got there by 6. Like it was supposed to open at 6, and we got there at 6, and they wouldn't let people in till 7.
Was it 6 that we got there? I thought it was 6:30-ish.
We made sure to get there on time, and they didn't. So then we had to stand and wait for an hour because we couldn't get in. It was fucking freezing outside.
Thankfully, they were letting us in. It's like, this is our first time going to Stan's Room. So if you've ever been to Pierre's, it's like, there's 3 different venues. So Stan's Room, it's like the side of it. Yeah. Which, I will say this. While I would still prefer the main room of Pierre's out of all of them, I will say I like Stan's Room more than the one that the Certified Psychos was at.
The one that the Certified Psychos tour was at was literally the worst fucking venue I think I've ever been to in my life.
I would agree, yeah.
It was literally that bad.
Because it's got like
I don't care if ICP was there and they were like, free show, I still wouldn't go. 100%. Yeah. Would not make I wouldn't.
Yeah. Cause just the way it's like laid out, there's a fucking staircase not even 20 feet from the stage, there's a staircase, so like it blocks your view.
I would like to speak on this if you don't mind too. That venue that the Psycho Tour was at, and AXEmas, it's the same owners. It's 3 rooms, and they're all designed so fucking horribly. And I feel bad for saying that, but like, who the fuck designed this? Like, it like drives somebody who like me who's into architecture fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Literally.
The main room does have beams right in the middle too.
AXEmas is a long rectangle, okay?
Yeah.
They put the stage on one end, so it's narrow and long, so you can't see very well. Then they decide, which they should have put the stage in the middle. They decide, we're gonna put where you order food at on one end, and then the kitchen door in the middle. So these poor fucking employees have to go from the kitchen and like push their way through the crowd to get to where people order their food to drop the food off and then go back to the kitchen. Constantly, they had their arms full trying to like go through the crowd and not spill shit. I'm like, who the fuck designed this? Put the goddamn cash register right next to the goddamn kitchen door. And then the bathrooms were right up by the stage.
Yeah.
So it's like, I just literally could if you just move the stage and then move the cash register down a little bit, like everything would be fixed. And the venue, when you were talking about Psycho Tours, Certified Psycho Tour, it's the same thing. It's a rectangle, and they decide, let's put the stage on the very end. And then they have, like you said, a staircase, a balcony, and there was something else like obstructing it. So like you literally couldn't see. Like, I sneaked me and DC up to the VIP, and if I wouldn't have done that, we would not have gotten one video clips. We wouldn't have gotten to look with our eyeballs.
That's definitely my least favorite part of that of Pierre's. Shout out to Juggalo BD John, the $5 super chat says Christmas Juggalo Talk, whoop whoop DC and Megs.
Well,
thank you very much.
If you're gonna do the chat, you have another question above that. DJ Crystal Clear says, DC, do you think that people will unsubscribe to me if I do a Juggalo rap?
I'm not the expert. I think there are some juggalos that would there's juggalos that would like it, but I think depending on your audience, they may not. So I don't know.
Some people are already critical, so just kind of be mindful of that. I would do you, boo. Like, I would not shy away from doing something on YouTube that you're passionate about because you're afraid that people will get upset with you.
Right.
Because people are going to get upset with you regardless. So.
Right. I would say this, just if you're comfortable doing it, I guess it can't hurt to try, right? But just, I know I wouldn't want to because I'm not confident in myself. And I know, like, people would immediately, like, criticize it, like, yeah, you're right, this is whack, never again.
And if Juggalotus, BD John, that's such a tongue twister for me, I'm sorry, man. Merry fucking Christmas to you, too. Thank you for joining. You're always in our live streams, so we always look forward to seeing you.
Oh, mine's, like, not up to date, because I don't even see his other
Yeah, that's because you're old. So,
that
yeah,
is.
the venue design is just, like, it's kind of a pet peeve of mine. Because I feel like it doesn't take a rocket scientist to be like, you know, we just put the stage here.
Yeah. Well,
Not too late.
I know Pierre.
It wasn't a permanent stage. It could be moved.
Pierre's actually just went under new ownership not terribly long ago, like 2019, 2020. Like they sold it and somebody else bought it. So, like, if that happens again, maybe we need to buy it. We can go in there, that Club Secreto or whatever it's called, where Certified Psychos was. That part can just be like a VIP lounge for the main stage room.
Yeah.
And then Stan's room, we need to, like, move some shit
You know,
around.
too, like, one thing that worried about me about that venue is they, like, patted down DC and didn't even bother to check me. Didn't ask me to empty my pockets. Didn't pat me down, nothing. I could have snuck anything in there and they wouldn't have.
Yeah, it was cool though.
People were bringing like purses and bags and shit. They didn't even check it, and that does make me a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, considering Indiana is now a concealed, like you don't have to have a permit to carry.
Yeah, I know. That's what's scary.
Yeah. But yeah, we got there 6:30, 6 o'clock. Went in at 7 when they finally let doors open. Got our merch and just kind of chilled in the back. The one thing I will say I liked about Stan's room is in the back they had that pool table and they had like a little area where I guess you could kind of hang out. That part I did like.
They could still have all of that if they move the stage, okay?
Right. I'm just trying to say, like, one of the things I liked about Stan's room was that, like, there was an area to chill and kind of mingle away from a crowd. You know what I mean?
So how were the sets for you for AXEmas?
Honestly, typically, like, I don't really care for a lot of the local openers, if you will. There was a couple of them that was good. I'm trying to remember.
The worst part for the openers for me was the fact that they didn't just have a shitload of openers. They had dead time between each opener, and I was like, let's get this over with.
Yeah.
I am here.
I'm trying to think. There was
for the main act.
There was
please.
there was one or two openers that I didn't mind. They weren't bad, but then the others you could tell like they were. There was one of them.
There was like a couple good ones, but then the rest was just kind of like.
There's one of them. I'm trying to remember his name. He had a song. The very last song he performed was like a Juggalo pandering song, and I'm sorry, pandering just turns me off.
It might be best not to say his name then, honestly.
I don't even remember who it was. It was a lot of like Juggalo, whoop whoop, and at one point he said something about Juffs, and I'm like, come on, man, it's just.
I heard it. This is so funny. I heard him sing it, and I looked over and literally seen DC eye roll, and I was like, I knew you were gonna do it too.
Just had a look of disgust on my face because just like, it's just cringy as fuck, man. Like.
What's the Fago bottle next to the people in the chat? They got Red Pop.
They are members.
Oh, nice.
They are members, so shout out to the members for supporting the channel.
Yeah, Coma's still loading, man. You gotta fix that internet connection every time you come on this live stream.
If you would like to become a member, hit the link in the description or the join button to help support the channel. It's greatly appreciated. But yeah. As far as openers go, yeah, I can't even remember their names, and that's kind of what sucks because it's like they did a good enough job that I was like, yeah, I didn't hate this. You know, I wasn't like, boo, get off the stage. You know, I didn't have that feeling. except for the Juggalo pandering guy. But obviously then SON performed, which I was really excited to see him because I've been slowly listening to his album Grant Us Eyes, because he's got a new one coming out, and I think he's only dropped one album. I know he definitely has only dropped one as SON, but he just signed to LLE. He's got a new album in the works. I imagine he'll have Grant Us Eyes repressed. I think he's supposed to be on a podcast here soon to kind of close out that first album and I guess dive into some more of the lore of it, which that would be interesting to watch and see for sure. And then he's going to move into the next era, and yeah, I'm excited to see what SON has to bring to the table.
Yeah,
because I'm digging it. He's got a good sound. I think he can rap pretty well, and I think he's pretty good at telling stories as well, honestly. So I enjoyed his set quite a bit. I think SON struggled a little bit. He looked like he was struggling a little bit. I don't know if his hype man was helping him or what, but you know, there was points where he would take some pauses and let the music play. But yeah, I enjoyed his set. And to be 100% honest, the one I was the most excited to see was the Super Famous Fun Time guys. I love those guys a lot.
Yeah.
Like, they, to me, are like a breath of fresh air. You know?
Yeah.
I just feel like there's a lot of horrorcore acts that you can tell, like, they're very, like, they're trying to be horrorcore, if that makes sense. Like, they're trying
like
to be edgy, they're trying to be wicked shit.
You feel like their gimmick or whatever is just natural.
Right, and it's kind of like it's been done before so many times, and it's almost like Super Famous Fun Time guys don't take themselves seriously. It's like they're
just doing their own thing, and it fits their personality. It fits it good.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and actually that's kind of like their whole like kayfabe is like they'll constantly tell you, like, when they got on stage, they're like, if you haven't taken a smoke break, now is the time to go take a smoke break. Like, they played it off like you don't want to watch our set.
Well, there's people
I
out
just
smoking.
love that
That's
shit.
what it was. That's what that, yeah.
I don't know. It's such a breath of fresh air, especially when there is a lot of arrogance in hip hop. There is a lot of like, I'm the best, and they take that and they flip it on their head. They're like, oh, we ain't shit. Like, we are not shit.
Yeah.
But then when you really listen to it, it's like, oh, you guys are the shit. You know, it's fun, and they remind me of old school ICP in the fact of, like, that's how ICP used to be. You know, they were clowns, they were goofy, they were silly, and I get all of that from the Fun Time guys. So, you know, it's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, they really are. They're just doing their own thing, and it fits them. It's not like they're trying to force anything. It just fits their personalities really well. So, Ivy Killa says hi.
Whoop whoop, Ivy Killa.
BD John says that getting merch and having to hold it the whole show, like, just really sucks, and that he wishes that they would let you take stuff out to your car and come back in. And I totally agree to that. I don't know if this venue does that or not. I know that when we went to their main room one time, we had empty drawstring bags. You remember that?
Yeah.
To carry our merch, and they wouldn't let us bring it in.
Yeah.
And that was when, like, you were planning on buying a record.
Yeah, I think.
And so, like, that was a plan, is to bring an empty drawstring bag to carry the shit. They would not let us. Even though I opened it, was like, dude, it's empty. They still wouldn't let us.
Yeah, I think that was Halloween 2018.
But AXEmas, which is the same venue,
yeah,
they were letting girls bring backpacks and purses and like, tote bags. And I'm like, I don't know if it was just the room or who was hosting it or who plays that night, or I don't know who determines all that. So I guess I don't know if they would have let us, but you're definitely right. It's something that, like, you don't want to risk.
Right.
And we had stickers and decals and shirts, and it was annoying carrying that, and then you get hot and it's like, ugh.
Yeah, I think that might have been a previous owner thing, because I'm pretty sure it was Halloween 2018, the tour they went on when they were at Fort Wayne. They were at Pierre's. I remember it being that, but I'm pretty sure we haven't had any issues since. And I saw people at AXEmas with drawstring bags. So I think that might have been a previous owner thing, and hopefully the new owners aren't picky on that. But ultimately, also, I think re-entry is the way to go.
They were selling drawstring bags at the merch booth, which was actually a really good idea.
Yeah, that's actually pretty genius. Honestly, I love what Twisted does. They have those bags that you can get. And I think, do we have one handy?
No.
Oh yeah, it's right down here.
But I love they do that. Like, I don't know why more like band still.
And they've been doing this for years. They give you a handy little bag here to put your stuff in, which again you got to carry it around and
but at least it's just one
worry
little thing
about
and
it.
not like all these shirts and stuff or CDs. Like if you're by yourself and you don't have a friend to like hold your shit for you,
Right.
and you gotta go to the bathroom. Now you gotta put shirts and CDs and like it's a mess.
Well, and one thing I didn't mention, and I didn't tell you about this, was before they opened the doors at 7, there was a bar next door that we were allowed to go in as long as we were over 21.
Because it was so cold out.
Right. So
but
we were able
poor
to we
people
hung out there, and I went into the bathroom, and I don't know if you guys saw the pictures on Instagram. I took this mask, my neon sermon mask, and at the time I wasn't wearing it. I actually was holding it, kind of like drooped it on my wrist. And when I went into that bathroom, I just like awkwardly stood there and hold it like this while this guy watched me piss. The reason he watched me piss is it was like there was two urinals. They were super close, and
was there a divider?
No divider.
And you just whipped it out in front of him?
No, I got in before he did. I stood up and I was already starting to pee or trying to pee because obviously he comes walking in. So stage fright, I can't pee.
He goes right up next to you and just whips his shit out?
No, he walks in and he just stands there. He's like, oh, and I'm like, you can come use this one. I won't bite. He's like, oh no, that's all right. I don't want to crowd
That's
it.
fucking creepy, dude. Obviously he wasn't comfortable. He was trying to be polite and waiting. You're like, oh, come here, baby. I ain't gonna bite hard.
No, it wasn't like that. It was just like
I think you creeped. That was creepy. No
You know,
wonder
'cause
he
when
fucking
you got-
looked at you weird.
When you got to piss, you
It
got to
wasn't
piss.
the mask. It was you.
So it's like the whole. I didn't have my mask on. I'm just like holding it like this, and then I'm just trying to pee, and of course, like he was waiting, so I like looked back over him. I said, "Pressure's on now." I couldn't pee, so I finally did pee. It worked out, but yeah, it's one of those situations where like if you have merch with you and you have to go to the bathroom because I didn't. After that point, I didn't have to use the
Sounded like
bathroom.
you guys were pretty close. You should have asked him to hold it for you.
Okay, hold my mask. Can you hold my dick for me?
Why you just put it on your head backwards, dude?
I don't know, man. I was on the
You're
spot.
so awkward sometimes.
We had just gotten there, and you know how I am.
Like socially,
I'm so socially awkward and
You
introverted that
are.
when I get around a bunch of people, I just like I get awkward as fuck.
I gotta share this. I know you're gonna get mad, but
anyway, let me finish my thought real quick. That's the thing though about merch is like if you have to use the bathroom, you gotta like take your merch with you. And you said the other bathrooms were small as fuck. So
yeah,
like,
no, they were
that was
awful.
Anyway,
I gotta
continue
tell
with the
this-
embarrassing story.
I gotta tell the story because it's so embarrassing and it's so cute and it's so adorable from DC. When he first started YouTube, like before he was as big as he is now, we went out to a concert with his brother, and at this particular time, I don't think you've really been recognized. You might have been recognized a couple times, but not like
Yes.
not like
This
now.
was like this was like the first time it ever happened.
Like now when we go to concerts, we get recognized every single concert. This didn't happen back then. This was like really early on in our YouTube careers.
I think I had just barely over 1,000
And
subscribers at the
This
time.
guy said something about like, "What up, DC? Whoop whoop," or whatever, and this motherfucker goes, "Thank you," and just keeps walking. The guy literally was like trying to give DC a high five. He just goes, "Thank you," and just walked by. And you could tell, I could tell by your body language.
I could have
and
sworn
your
he
voice
said.
and whatnot that you were just really uncomfortable.
I could have swore he said, "I love your channel." That's what I was saying.
No.
Thank you to.
So that's why me and DC's brother make fun of him so much because they're like that poor little like he was a young kid too. He just wanted a high five. He just wanted a whoop whoop back.
I didn't see the
And-
high five.
No, but I'm trying to tell them that's what we make fun of you. We tease you
Yeah.
for. It's like this poor kid just wanted a high five, just wanted to say hi to DC, and he just left him hanging.
Yeah.
So, Beanie John says that his wife says hi. Hi, Beanie John's
That's right
wife.
to you, yeah.
And Declan Delt's in the house.
Whoop whoop. Hell yeah.
But which one is it?
If I had to guess.
Do you
'cause-
think they're all three sitting on a couch together, all curled up trying to see the screen? No, let me try. No, it's my turn.
Here's what I think. I think Carver is sitting on the bottom, Chris is sitting on his lap, and Keezy's on Chris's lap, and they're all three just kind of like huddled together. The laptop,
No, like
laptop
opposite,
sitting
like,
on
opposite
Keezy's
direction, like the
lap.
bottom guy's like this, the middle guy's like this, and then the top
Yes,
guy's like, yeah.
Yes. So Carver's on the bottom, leaning this way. Chris is on his lap, leaned this way, and then Keezy's just in the front like this with the laptop, and they're looking over each side of his shoulder, and they're just watching.
So I am going to just say, like, it's a safe assumption that he didn't deny it, so that's probably what's going on. Move on.
What? Oh, that went down?
Yeah, he didn't deny it, so I just say it's probably a safe consumption. Like, that's probably is what's going on.
Yes. So. Big facts. Mike Smith says whoop, 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 whoop to you, Mike Smith.
One more thing about AXEmas before we move on to the next topic is I would like you to share, and not in 20 minutes, but just sum it up, your peak in your pit of AXEmas.
The peak, I would say, from the moment SON took the stage until we left, that was the peak. Like, it peaked up and it kind of plateaued, and then it fell off when it was time to go home. Because, like, I thoroughly enjoyed SON, Funtime Guys, and Zool all equally. Aside from the hardcore moshing, like, that was kind of like, you know, it kind of steals your attention from the actual show, because then you're trying to make sure...
There was two guys in particular who weren't moshing. They were, like, straight up assaulting people.
They were, like, just running into people. And it's like, bro, not everybody wants to
mosh pit is a mutual thing. It's a mutual, like, we're going to get a little rough with each other, and you kind of play it by gauge how rough someone's being and how rough you can be back.
Right.
It's a mutual thing. It's just like when we went to Fright Fest and we fucking squeezed our way all the way up to the front, and I'm accidentally touching butts and people are accidentally touching me. It's just a mutual understanding that, you know, I didn't mean to bump into you. I don't need to say sorry every time I'm dancing to the song. It's just a mutual thing.
It's kind of like dancing, you know what I mean? Like, you don't just randomly come up to some girl or some guy and just, like, start rubbing up on them and dancing with them.
Sometimes I do.
You know what I mean? It's like, can I have this dance? I
have had a couple girls grind on me at concerts, and I just kind of smile and dance back, and then I'm like, yay.
I would like to say there's a certain mosh etiquette. Like, if you kind of bump into somebody and they kind of go like this, clearly they're not going to be into it.
You know,
right. But if they, like, kind of push back, they might be down to mosh with you. Or if you had that little mosh interaction, like if they're saying, oh, let's open up the pit, and you see somebody actively turning to mosh, hey, green light.
But here's my issue. If you're trying to mosh, you're turned around facing the mosh pit.
Yeah.
These people at AXEmas were watching the stage.
And getting someone plowing it.
And they were plowing into their backs. Like, it hurt my back to watch it.
Oh, I know. My back was, like, aching and I didn't even get hit.
I do want to say one thing. I know it's going to be a really touchy subject. I know you know what I'm going to say because we've been talking about it quite a bit. And we're conflicted if we should say it on the live stream or not. There was a woman there who had two very young kids. And when I say young, I mean 10 or younger. For sure. Like, skinny little kids. And she was letting them mosh. I'm not their mom, not my business, whatever. But I felt very anxious watching them because I was so afraid of, like, some of those guys in the mosh pit were big.
Yeah.
And literally one person would fall on that kid and they would break a leg or break an arm, like, because they were so little.
Yeah.
Moshing starting to get a little out of control, and I keep feeling myself getting more anxious, like, when is she gonna pull him out? When is she gonna pull him out? Like, come on, girl, like, come on, you know? And then the moshing is so crazy, both kids get whisked away. Mom freaks out. She's screaming, crying. I don't want to say punching people, but she was, like, hitting them, trying to get through, trying to get her kid, like, crying out for her kids. Like, you could hear and just feel the panic. And I'm just like, this is why you don't let them, like, mosh with grown-ass adults. Like, this is just not safe. And so then after she got her kid, she pulled him out, and they, like, went in the back somewhere. And then later they were back moshing again. And I just feel this, like, confliction, like, watching it. Like, why do I care about your kids more? Like, why am I so anxious and you're not? Yeah. Well, like, why am I so worried about their safety and you're not? Like,
she did look anxious a little bit at times.
Yeah. But. So that kind of, like, you know, we were talking too. Like, one thing I like to do is argue the opposite. I'm butchering this because I'm, like, pressured on live, but a good debate is picking an opinion you're not on and trying to debate it. So every time, like, I find somebody or meet somebody that I don't agree with what they did, like, I don't agree with what she did, I try to debate her side. And it kind of gives me a different perspective of, like, okay, you know, it's just this mother and son, they're having a good night, they're having fun together, there's this bonding. Like, this kid's literally getting to spend more time with his mom than I ever did.
Yeah.
Like, there is beauty in that. But I just can't in good conscience, like, not condemn, but... Condone that. Like, it just... And then these little kids are, like, punching people and trying to get aroused. And it just didn't sit right with me. So, people are retracting their messages. What's going on?
I didn't see the first thing Fusion House said, but Mike Smith said something I have to look forward to with moving to Missouri.
But it's just something that kind of bothered both of us, and we have heard other people talk about this, setting an age limit for shows, and I was curious what the chat thought. Do you think there should be an age limit? And if so, what do you think it should be? Should it be 15, 16? No, not at all. Because the other issue that I think I was more worried about than the moshing was none of these kids had earbuds or headphones on. None of them. Their ears are going to be their hearing's going to be destroyed before they're even an adult. So that kind of begs the question is, like, should venue say, no, he can't come in unless he has ear protection? And, I don't know, just something to think about and discuss nicely with each other.
I guess for me, it's one of those things, like, I would never take my kid, but I also, like, I try not to judge people that do it, because I don't really know their circumstance. I just know I never would.
Yeah.
And for damn sure, like, we seen some people had babies at the gathering, and I remember that was, like, there were people even on the Facebook group I remember seeing say that they were not happy about that.
Yeah, and here's the thing with that, like, not everyone is privileged enough to have babysitters, and I get that. But your child needs ear protection.
Right. And
as long as they have ear protection and they're being taken care of, I don't have any issues.
I guess for me,
when I see kids running around loosely, like could literally get kidnapped in a second with no ear protection, that's where I get upset.
Yeah. I think for me with the gathering, it's because there's so much drugs and there is nudity there that's not something a kid should see. Yeah. That's not the place for a kid to be at. Yeah. At all. Yeah. So when it comes to the gathering, absolutely, I think it should be 18 plus.
Really?
Maybe 16.
Even if they, like, keep them at the campsite and don't go to, like, the crazy stuff?
Yeah. Because I think there's just, it's not a place.
But what if, like, you and me...
I just feel like it's not a place for kids at all. Not the gathering.
Well, what if you had an RV and you and your spouse take turns, like one of you stays with the kid there and one of you goes out and does stuff?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
It's really tough because, like, where do you draw the line? Like, where?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They shouldn't be at the gathering.
Yeah.
If you're gonna bring your kids on, like, a vacation or whatever, and that's the plan of action you have, you need to have a hotel. You need to have, like, a safe place for them to be at. I'm not saying that it's not safe at the gathering. I'm just saying it's not an environment for a kid to be at. It just isn't. Because, like, some kids are scared of fireworks, and there's fireworks there, or, maybe they're not comfortable around strangers. You know what I mean? Like, there's just so many variables to it. Kids should not be there, period. I just don't feel like they should be at the gathering.
So someone put in the comments that the concert community will take care of each other for the most part. Like he went to shows as a kid. When these kids were moshing, the general reaction was full-grown adults, like, not pushing the kids very hard and being very careful with them.
Right. So the same guy that was plowing into people.
Adorable, right? Yeah. But then that one guy that was like an ass, he did get rough with them, and like when they got swept away, he just went like this, and I was like, oh, like that.
See, I had a different. I didn't see that part
because the show last night we were at. Yeah. There was little kids by themselves running fucking around. We are back to back, like, close, and this little kid's like, excuse me, and I literally could barely hear him. He's yelling, excuse me, and I looked down and he's literally getting smushed between these two grown-ass guys behind me. Yeah. I literally put my arm out to give him room, and I, like, took my hand on the back of this kid, and I kind of, like, helped him get through. Yeah. Because I was like, dude, this kid's gonna get, like, squished. Like, I don't know where your mom and dad is, but, like, here, come out this way where there's more room, okay?
See, the part that you...
and I kind of just, like, here, come over here, okay, kid? You good? All right.
The part you saw with the guy, I didn't see. I seen him, like, jokingly push him back.
He was at first, but I think he was getting irritated because the kids kept, like, pushing him.
Well, yeah, look, he's like moshing with everybody that he's plowing into people. Like
I just think he was like annoyed. It just looked like that, but.
Yeah.
So anything else about AXEmas before we move on?
Absolutely great. I hope that next year they bring it close again. I would love to go again. Definitely has me interested in wanting to go to Camp Zool. And I don't know if anybody had saw the pickups video that Megs and I had done over on her channel. If you're not subscribed to Megs, link is in the description. Go subscribe to her channel. They had these little balls that they were throwing around. They're like foam, and it was a lot of fun. It was a very fun environment. It's what I want to imagine Ballless is like, but
yeah. I did just like want to just do a little like disclosure or whatever really quick. We're not hating on anybody who brings kids to concerts.
Yeah.
We don't know your situation. And like we had said earlier, like this kid literally was getting to spend more quality time with his mom in one night than I ever have. So like, the kid probably has an awesome childhood.
Right. And again,
but it's just
not
something to have a kind discussion about as juggalos and as a community that we are. Do we need to put structure in? Should we have age restrictions? Should we have ear protection if they're under 18? Like mandatory? Like I don't, just something to think about.
Yeah. Right.
Like last night there was fucking kids running all over the place.
Oh, I know. And I guess for us, we always...
I would be in pure fucking panic in a crowded concert like last night, and my kid like is out of my eyesight. Right. Pure panic.
Like, and I know
they weren't even my kids, and I was like, whose kid is this?
Like Fusion House was saying that he went to shows as a kid, and even out of state, and he was fine. The concert community took care of each other
for the most part. Yeah.
And I wanna trust people, but on the back of my mind, there's so many horrible things that have happened that it's like the worst case scenario. Like where we live in Indiana, there's a town called Delphi. There were 2 girls that were murdered years ago, and like that was a public trail. You know what I mean? It's just a different world we live in. So it's like, yeah, I want to trust people, but on the same hand, I know I can't.
This is like a well.
It's like a
well populated trail.
Yeah, and these girls were murdered on it. Like you can go look it up, Delphi murders. You can find out information about it. It's crazy shit. So,
it's like the Monticello, Lafayette, Delphi areas.
Yeah.
That kind of helps it all with Lafayette being close by. But, God, why do you guys tell me it's hard to use her names? J-Guy, that's her new nickname.
Jiu-Jitsu!
J-Guy said, even somebody like a grown-ass man could get knocked off balance and unknowingly fall onto one of these kids and really hurt them. And you're absolutely right. The guy that we were talking about, he was super drunk. And he kept wobbling, and I guess it just made me nervous, like what you said. Like someone could fall on them, and you know.
Yeah.
The guy that got pushed up on the stage next to me. I don't know if you guys were here for the beginning of this live stream, but I mentioned why halfway through the live stream I had to step back, and it was because they were being just so aggressive and so rough, and it wasn't even the mosh area. And the guy next to me had got plowed into the stage, and he like... Is that her?
What?
I think she's snoring.
Oh.
He got like plowed onto the stage, and his drink went everywhere and everything. And when he hit the stage, he hit it like right in his gut area, and I heard him go, ooh! And like I felt the fucking pain. And he literally like looked back like so fucking blindsided, so pissed, like a rage on his face. And I felt for him. Like, here he is trying to fucking film. Or, no, he was taking pictures. I think he was, like, doing some kind of pit photography stuff. And I was just like, damn. Like, I felt for him. And then the drink spilled, right? So when Axe Boys came out, they have these massive masks on that have neck pieces. So they can't, like, really, like, look down. They're kind of, like, stuck like this, okay? One of the guys slipped on it with his foot, and I seen his eyeballs go whoop, and he like is like trying to look at like what he slipped on. I was like, that's actually really dangerous. Like,
yeah,
being in a mask like that, and not be able to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see on my live stream, off to the side, you can see the guy like get pushed and like the drink gets spilled, and then shortly after that, I'm like, I'm gonna move back. Because I was, like I said in the beginning of this live stream, I couldn't enjoy the show because I was so focused on watching what was happening next to me, and you know.
Right.
My laptop is loading.
Yay! 45 minutes in, it's back and active.
So I think that was it for AXEmas, unless you have anything else that you want to say, or if anybody has questions, now is the time.
Yeah.
AXEmas questions.
Yeah, it was just a great event, like first official LLE event, and you know, I know there has been plenty we could have gone to, because there's been some shows in Indianapolis, there's been some shows in Fort Wayne, but you know.
Oh, never mind. This says if.
Huh?
This might take several minutes. You tricked me.
But yeah, I just, it was just a different vibe, you know? I don't know. It was I just had really good vibes about the crowd. Mm-hmm. Aside from the moshing, you know, but they were also letting loose. And that's typically why I hang out in the back, to stay away from that.
We were off to the side. That was what the problem was. We were not in the mosh pit. We were off to the side.
Right.
Trying to live stream.
I got you.
I really didn't want to get elbowed in the head.
Yeah.
And one more thing before we close off AXEmas. If you were planning on going to a concert, please put deodorant on. Somebody at my height literally can get choked out, okay? I had two different guys at AXEmas walk by me. Of course, you know, your hands are like this because you're like enjoying the show. And it literally was like, oh. I was like, oh my god, I'm like literally gonna.
I don't think I've ever been to a single Juggalo event. I don't think I've ever been to a single concert where the person next to me didn't stink. Like last night, there was a guy in front of me that fucking stunk.
That old guy?
Was that him? Or was it the guy in front of me? Because there was a guy in front of me, the one that had the younger girl with him. You know who I'm talking about? He had like it was like a sports hat on. It was Puma. It was a Puma hat.
In front of you?
And he was right in front.
There was nobody in front of you.
When we first got there. There was an old guy next to you, and then there was a guy in front of me.
I don't know if... Blue hoodie, yeah.
I don't know if it was him that stunk, or if it was the old guy next to you. Somebody fucking stunk.
It was the old guy next to me. He yeah.
It literally smelled like they were wearing the same clothes for weeks, never taking a shower. It just smelled like straight up ass.
Yeah, no, that was him.
That was him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever been to a show where the person standing next to me smelled like, you smell good. I don't think I've ever experienced that.
Two things that we skipped because it's finally loaded. I wanted to mention that the ticket was $30.
Very affordable.
So that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, super.
We did opt to like not get a hotel and just drive home the same night, which it was like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
It was rough driving home that late and that tired. But.
Yeah. But, you know, the cost of living and stuff, we're just trying to, like, save money. So we drove back same night.
And then the only thing left on AXEmas that I have listed here is there anything you would change about AXEmas? Like, if the people who run it came to you and said, hey, you know, we're planning AXEmas next year, what are some suggestions you have for them next year?
Honestly...
Well, yeah, I would hope so, because that's what we're here for.
Honestly, and this I don't know if this is going to be, like, a negative thing for me to say, but I would love to see an AXEmas where the only acts performing are signed to Long Live Evil.
Oh, that would be awesome.
To have it be an exclusive event that's theirs. Mm-hmm. Nobody else is there to perform. This is an LLE event. That would be cool. Oh, I finally remembered one of the guys. One of the guys was Keegan Grimm. That was one of the performers. I was like, okay, I like him, and I know he's made some noise. I think he's done some collabs with Funtime Guys, or they've been on his stuff.
This is both of our first AXEmas. Would you go again for $30?
Absolutely.
For $30, and if it was somewhere we could drive back the same night, close enough, would you go again?
Absolutely. Not even doubtful. Now, if it was in Ohio and we had to get a hotel, I would consider it, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
For one night, yeah.
Yeah.
Like there.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a good vibe. Yeah. Mm. Plus, I like the fact that I got to wear this mask and not feel completely out of place. I did wear this mask. I did put it on at several points. It's a very comfy mask. And, yeah.
It's one of a kind, too.
It's one of a kind. Nobody else has a mask like that.
I hear that you got the hookup. You got a custom-made mask.
Yep. I've been getting custom shit from Low Key because I have, as of right now, I'm the only one with a Eyes of Parasuva tumbler.
It's just that friendly urinal personality that gets you that stuff, huh?
That's right. That's right.
Well, if you're okay with it, I think as long as no one, I haven't seen any questions about AXEmas. It's not too late if you think of one and we've moved on.
Right.
That's just, type it in the comments. I think we should go ahead and move on to Clownvis Holiday Fling number 5.
Hello. What, number 5? Or was it number 4?
I don't know.
It said, like, the sign outside said 3rd annual, but during the show he said he's done it 4 years. But he said on there that they did one before, but it wasn't like an official thing. Like, he performed, but they didn't call it that. And then they've been calling it Holiday Fling.
So, I want to start off by saying this was a free event.
Yeah.
And it was literally the best fucking holiday Christmas party concert I've ever been to in my life. Yeah. We have been to this venue before. If you have seen on my channel, I think it was like called, what was it? It was Days, Cryptic Days.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a 90s alternative rock, and they did a free concert at this venue. It's in Logansport, Indiana. It's called Bonus Pints / The Record Farm.
Yeah, it's a record store in the front, and then the back is like a bar / arcade.
The record store, it's not really like, it's a small store, and the bar / catering is husband and wife owned, so they kind of just coexist together. But they do every Friday, from what I understand, free concerts.
Yeah. For
the community, and they just make their money off of like the beer they sell, the food. So I'm assuming, I don't know, I'm assuming they paid Clownvis to be there. It was like they paid anybody to be there.
Yeah.
But I just want to say, like, I just want to shout them out, like, how fucking awesome that is.
Yeah.
That every Friday they host a free event. Because last night, we went to Logansport. We went to this show for free, and we didn't spend a dime except for gas.
Yeah. Which, some of the other shows we've gone to before, like, we would get a drink, we'd get some food,
But last night, like, I just feel like there's something so fucking magical about that. Like, finances are really tight right now. So when we went last night, we didn't buy any merch, we didn't buy any food or drinks, but it was just so nice to be able to, like, go do something like that and not need money for it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, something holiday related and everything. Like, I just think it's so, like, fucking cool that they do that. Like, why do more venues don't do this?
Yeah.
Why? Like the community, like every fucking town should have that. I just feel like keeps people out of trouble. It's good for mental health. It's good for building relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I had a fucking blast.
It was
last
a lot.
night.
Honestly, and I said this last night, and I still feel like this now. That was honestly one of the funnest shows I've been to. I've seen ICP probably 20 times now. We've been to a few other shows, and this last night was intimate, and it was fun. It was very crowd interactive. Mm-hmm. I just had a lot of fun. And it felt true, like in comparison of AXEmas to the Holiday Fling last night. I would say last night felt more like a holiday, like a Christmas party, than AXEmas did.
And it was kind of one of the things, like you said, we've been trying to go for like 3 or 4 years, and then we found out it was going to be at this venue for free. We're like, dude, we gotta go. We gotta make it happen.
Well, it's been at the same place.
Because you almost were going to have to work.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, dude, we have to go. It's the show's free.
I know. When I found out I might have to work, I was like, seriously, a fucking 3rd, 4th time?
But we have a Loki fan in the chat, by the way.
Archery, yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was such a great venue. I mean, it's flat and it is long and skinny, so it is everything that I say I hate. But I got me a system how to sneak up front in that place. I live streamed that shit. And if you guys seen it, dude, I am fucking row. Like, there was literally nobody between me and Clownvis, except for like when those kids. Yeah. I like scooted them in front of me, and I was like, okay, there you go. You guys can see now. You're safe. Okay. But yeah, it was such a good show, you guys. Oh my gosh, just like the interactions and the intimacy, and
yeah, it was just,
they had
so
fake
fun.
snow, and oh, it was just so magical.
He threw a big inflatable banana into the crowd, and everybody was like throwing it around. And you know, it's the part that he performed in was the record store part, and like nothing got broken when the banana made it back to stage. He's like, it's a Christmas miracle that nothing got broken.
I know too. Like, I don't know if you felt like this. Being a juggalo and like walking in there looking like obvious, like you take one look at us with our juggalo gear and you'd be like, oh, they're fucking juggalos. When we first got there, it felt a little bit out of place because there was a lot of like older generation at the show for Clownvis. But then like right before Clownvis went on, like a bunch of juggalos like showed up, and that made me feel a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, okay, my people are
here. Right. Hey, we're cool.
Yeah, so, and then I live streamed it. It was such a good show. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good, you guys. And then afterwards, he came down. He talked to me in DC. We got hugs. We got pictures. Like, he signed this. I didn't even ask him to. This was what so epic. He chose to, like, sign this thing and give it to me, and, like, it was just special, you know? It was like, he didn't have to do that. I didn't ask him to do it, and he did it, and, like, it was just really sweet.
Yeah. And there's a part during her live stream where he was doing a bit where he was talking about, he was building up for performing Reading Rainbow, right? So he was talking about how it was, like, National Readers Association Month or whatever. And then he, like, starts asking about library cards. And he's asking for somebody who had one, and I like holler out, and you can kind of hear me on there.
Yeah, you can hear it in the live stream.
Where I said, I'm a juggalo, I can't read. And he heard me. He turned and he said, oh, that's right, whoop whoop. So, and then like he did the Clown Motel song he did, where when he dies, he wants to haunt the Clown Motel. And in that song, he actually references the Dark Carnival. And when he said that, he pointed over to me again. Yeah. That was pretty cool. Like,
it was, you did have one person in front of you, but it was like a photographer, and he was like kneel down. Yeah. But did you feel like that was like super intimate?
Oh, for sure. Like and being that it was kind of a comedy show / karaoke / him performing.
And magic show. And
it was like perfect for bantering like that. For me to holler out, I'm a juggalo, I can't read, and him to laugh back, you know. And it was really cool. It was intimate, you know what I mean? It was a lot of fun. Doing the knock jokes, it was so much fun, and I definitely want to go next year. Oh yeah, hold it up close.
Jay Guy wants to hold up to the camera so we can see what he signed.
Jiu-jitsu.
Watch out! So this was a flyer that they had on all of like the front windows of the venue, and these, was it like a girl and a guy were like stealing them all, and I was like, oh man, I really want one. She's like, I'm gonna get you one. And she fucking did. She fought to get me one. I was like, I hugged her too. I was like, thank you so much.
Yeah, because she like asked the guy behind the register to get the one in the windows by them.
I was like, thank you so much for getting this for me. And so there's his signature there. Which is beautiful, man. I wish I could learn how to sign like that.
I've had people ask for my autograph, and I'm like, I've literally never signed DCFAYGOGUY.
But it's like it's really good, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a thick like cardstock.
You guys know what I mean. It's cardstock.
He's thick. Yeah, it's thick cardstock.
Yeah, so I was like, I gave her a hug too. I was like, oh my god, thank you. Like, complete fucking stranger.
Hug.
Thank you.
Free shrugs.
No, because like, she didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
And she went out of her way to like, and I just really appreciate when people like are kind to each other like that at concerts.
Yeah. Me too. We need more of that.
We do. We need more of that.
More people with good vibes.
Yeah, so if you are interested, I did live stream it. If not, I do have some clips on my Instagram that are just like not nearly as long and less than a minute, so.
Now I have Reading Rainbow stuck in my head. Butterfly in the sky, I can go way up high. Take a look, it's in a book, the Reading Rainbow.
Oh.
I
So I think, like, definitely I want to try to, if he does this show again next year, and it's either at the same place or somewhere that's not that far of a drive or isn't that expensive, I want to go.
Yeah, for sure. I want to make it a yearly thing. For sure. Oh, you know what? I know, but Big Balls on a Boat's going down right now tonight, too. So is Mob Style Christmas down in Louisville. That's going on. And we debated going to that, but that was going to be one of those ones where we would have to get a hotel because that's just too far of a drive to drive back same night.
Well, we have a friend that offered us to crash.
Yeah.
And we would have taken him up on it, but we recently had some issues with the dog boarding facility that we board our dogs. And if you've seen the recap from Hollow Wicked, you'll know. It was just like the worst experience ever. And we literally left that place that day after we picked them up. Like, we're never, ever fucking taking our dogs here again.
Yeah.
Not even for one fucking day. It was that bad.
Yeah.
So now we're kind of like at this dilemma where, like, if we did go down there because our friend that offered us to stay there, he has a dog. It's like, we can't bring 2 more dogs. Like, you know, we'd have to get a hotel. We'd have to, you know. Right. And then that's when money just could.
Right.
Yeah.
So. Jiu-Jitsu guys said, do you have a dog?
We have 2 dogs. And one of our dogs is other dog aggressive, so, like, it just wouldn't work. We, you know, but.
Como said you wouldn't have needed a hotel. Your dog could have come too. Well, our one dog doesn't play well with other dogs. That's kind of why.
I thought Coma's dog was dog reactive, though.
I don't remember.
I thought you said that she couldn't deal with other dogs. We have kennels. Like, we could have put them in kennels, but we just didn't want to put you in that position where, like, your dog was locked up in a room, worked up and upset, and she could smell things. And, you know, we just didn't want to make you feel like if we asked you, like, he might feel obligated to say, like, yeah, we'll make it work. And then, like, reality is we get there and, like, we're, like, the worst guests ever. You know what I mean? Right. We didn't want to do that to you, and we just don't have money for a hotel right now, so we just couldn't go.
Neither does my dog. They fight it out. Yeah, well, Dixie's a little bit bigger than Ming is. Ming's going to hold her up for you. She's a tiny little pup. You can barely see her. She's so dark.
I know, she blends in with my hoodie. She is our little gremlin.
She does. She looks like a little fucking mogwai.
Look at all that gray hair. She's like, old as hell, too, dude.
If her ears stood straight up, she'd straight up be fucking Gizmo.
She is. She is literally a little gremlin. Like, we fucked up, dude. We fed her after midnight. We got her wet. Like, it's just over now. The other dog is probably off in the other room sleeping. She's super chill.
Yeah.
She wouldn't be a problem. This one would be.
Yeah, this is the one that'd be a problem. Yeah, because you're a brat sometimes.
Yeah, we'd have to, like, put her, even in a hotel, like, we couldn't leave our 2 dogs alone unattended. Yeah. Like, we'd have to separate them because they both are rescued and they've both been abused, and it's just, like, this whole situation, and, like...
Right. Like, so, yeah, we've been having issues with that, so it's kind of like, it has raised some questions for us on the future of events, because I know we want to go to Camp Zool, we've questioned going to the gathering, so it's kind of like, do we need to make it to where we can take the dogs with us? And then that adds the whole next question of how will they do on the car ride?
Oh, they'll be fine. We'll have to, like, put them in separate seats, but yeah. They have little doggy seat belts, so...
Yeah.
When I take them, like, to the park or something, I put them in the same doggy seatbelt thing. But for, like, a long trip like that, we'd have to separate them. So...
Anthony LeBrun says, nice shirt and cute bow on your hat, Megs. Thank you. I like your shirt, too, and I can't even see it.
You can kind of see it in his picture.
Oh. I think it's like an avatar picture.
I thought I heard a dog shaking. You probably heard her breathing. She's really old, you guys, and she's having a lot of health issues and a lot of pain, and we're just medicated. So I think, like,
she's got, like, a bad hip.
I say this... Oh, this is her spine, too. Oh, yeah. But I say this because... I think because she's medicated, she's, like, breathing heavy and, like, loopy and, like, kind of, like, out of it.
Yeah. We've considered a dog sitter. That kind of, like...
That's a whole nother thing, is, like...
Finding one
have
that we
a dog
can count
sitter,
on.
you have to trust that they're going to lock your door, not back out of the driveway and drive off unless the garage door's shut. Because you know how sometimes the garage door, like, shuts and bounces back up? That's how ours is. So, like, I would always worry about, did they make sure the door's shut? Did they lock it? Did they leave the light on? Did they put the radio on for the girls? Like, I would just constantly be worrying about that. Yeah. Is our house getting broken into right now? Like...
Yeah, and we've had somebody who's come and let them out before for us, but we
trusted them, yeah.
They work a 12-hour shift job, and the last time we asked them, they very honestly and nicely said, you know, it is a lot to come take.
Well, he said he would do it for us if it was like a day or two, but doing it for like a whole week when we went to the gathering would just be too much because he'd have to get up early before work, and after, and then add more drive time to him to commute to work, and it's honestly is a lot to ask of someone to do.
Yeah. Juggalo Collectibles says, whoop whoop, how was Clownvis? Clownvis was the shit.
Dude, you missed it.
We just got to talk about it. Honestly, it's one of the funnest shows I've ever been to.
Yes. Like, listen, this is how fun it was. We came home, and we sat and watched the live stream that I did from the fucking show. We just came from the show.
Right. We were like going back and watching our highlights from it.
Yeah, our highlights and like laughing and it was
like, and we kept like we'd get songs stuck in our head because like he did Jump in Line, Shakes Shonora. That was one that he did.
And then earlier we were like
stuck in our head.
We were cooking dinner. And we were like arguing about the lyrics, and I'm like, bring up the live stream. We're gonna we're gonna hash it out right now.
Sonora.
But it was honestly like, I left with such a high.
Yeah, it was just so much fun.
You know?
And actually, JC, you just missed it. I was singing Reading Rainbow, because Clownvis did Reading Rainbow last night, too. Which, I guess I could sing it again. I could. Ready? Butterfly in the sky.
Wait.
What?
Highlight from the live stream.
Oh my dear God.
And go.
Butterfly in the sky. I can go way up high. Take a look. It's in a book. A reading rainbow. I can go anywhere. That's it. That's all you get from me.
Oh my gosh, that was beautiful.
That's it.
I feel so serenaded.
Okay, next time somebody wants something like that, you gotta super chat. No, I'm kidding. Don't super chat. I'm not doing it. Oh yeah, but it was so much fun.
The best show ever, you guys. Like, I'm so mad that we missed like 3 or 4 years before this.
I know. Yeah.
It was epic, you guys. I cannot wait till next year.
And when we met Clownvis, I told him that I saw him at the 2018 gathering, which was the first, like, that was his introduction into the Juggalo world. And I said we then saw him at Halloween in 2018.
Sorry. Someone commented, beautiful. Voice of an angel.
Thank you. Thank you. I know you're lying.
If you lived with him,
thank you.
You wouldn't think he was an angel. That man just destroyed the bathroom 2 hours ago.
I did, and I am proud of it.
He didn't even spray, you guys.
I am proud of what I have done.
Didn't even spray for me. He just, like, let that shit just marinate.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
What was I saying? Oh, Clownvis was saying at the 2018 Halloween tour when he was in Fort Wayne, he said that was actually a rough show for him. And he did really good then, too.
Why was that? Did he say why?
He said that he blew his voice out that day or something, so he had a hard time performing. But I remember him blowing me away at that show, too. But, like, this show was different. Like, if you saw him at the gathering versus here, different. Completely different vibes.
Oh, yeah, dude. He like... I don't want to feel like I'm, like, his hype man, but, like we're like playing favoritism, but like this was literally like one of the best shows we've been to. Like, it was so much fucking fun.
So much fun.
Like, it was just so interactive with the crowd. And then like one of the things he did, which is on the live stream, he wanted to break a record for the most Christmas knock-knock jokes like performed on stage in Indiana, the state of Indiana, and he did it. 50 Christmas knock-knock jokes.
51. He set the record for 51.
Well, he wanted to do 50, but he did 51, yeah. So, as he's doing this, he's doing it back to back to back, knock, 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 you know? And it gets to this point where, like, the whole crowd's like, who's there? Like, knock, knock, and he would say the pun, and we would say, who's there? And then he would, dude, it was epic. Like, it was so much fun and, like, so interactive.
Yeah, it was so fun. Like, so much fun.
Yeah. Voice of an angel getting his balls crushed with that high pitch.
I didn't even think I was going that high, was I?
No, I've heard him go higher, guys. That is not high.
This man has the voice of a baby angel.
No, you can go higher than that. If you do your, what's that voice you do?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
When you do the Princess Marie's voice?
See, you can go higher.
Yeah. That one's different because I do it like from the back of my
Does
throat.
it hurt when you do that high?
No, but it does hurt my jaw because I gotta hold my jaw a certain way to do that
Wait,
voice.
I do it again. I'm gonna watch closely.
Hi, my name's Princess Maurice.
You like hold your tongue up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have to hold my jaw back. It's like, it's weird the way I have to position my jaw
Zort.
to
You
do
have
it.
to zort your jaw.
Exactly.
Oh.
But yeah, we're not drinking fake nog.
Have you been watching 12 Days of Irish Cream?
I actually was going to possibly do more fake nog flavors, but in my Discord server, I had posed a question, time to bring it back, and nobody said a thing. So I was like, there is zero interest in this, at least in Discord. So I was like, I'm not, I didn't bring it back. So if you...
Wait, so you guys gotta go show him some love on his 12 Days of Irish Cream, because the first one did really good, and then the next couple didn't, and DC's feeling a little sad.
I mean...
So go show him some love, because
I'm doing
this
it for
mofo
fun.
has like 10 more days to do of Irish Cream.
I started doing it just for fun, because like we were at Aldi's and we seen it, like, oh, wouldn't that be a fun little series to do? And I remember saying at the store, I don't think it would do very good. I don't think a lot of people would care to see that. So then now as we're doing it, and I was doing it to just have fun, and it's getting like 20 views. It's kind of like, I knew it wasn't going to do good, but like I'm still going to continue to do it. But it's like, it's just like that confirmation of like, this isn't what people want to see.
No, it's just discouraging, and I think that's natural to feel because you put so much effort into filming and editing and doing all this.
Yeah.
You have a question in the chat. Who are the members of Super Famous Fun Time Guys?
8 Legs and Whipstick, and Dubs is kind of like the Legs Diamond of Super Famous Fun Time Guys. Like, he does a lot of vocal work for them and with them. He's usually like, if you listen to Don't Hug Me From the Front, that's Dubs on the chorus. It's Dubs on the chorus of Positive. Like, so he's like the Legs Diamond of Super Famous Fun Time Guys. But he can actually rap because he does have verses on some of their songs as well. Irish Cream not hitting. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to finish what I started. But yeah, I didn't think a lot of people were going to care for it.
So does anybody have any questions or comments on the Clownvis holiday fling? DC, any comments? Chat, any comments?
Again,
any questions?
Funnest show I would honestly say I've ever been to. And I can't wait to go again next year.
Yeah.
Because he said he's doing it again. He's going to keep the tradition going. Yeah, exactly. Juggalo Collectibles gets it.
Yeah, and like we were talking to, like, dude, even if 5 people enjoy it, like we're gonna do it.
Right.
Like we don't, But it is discouraging when like you put so much time and effort into something that you're not getting paid for.
Right.
And then it flops. But it is what it is. So.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. Like, I think you get excited because you have an idea for something. You're like, oh, this would be so much fun. I wonder if people would like it. So then when people don't like it, it's kind of like, oh, I had fun with it. But that's ultimately why I've always said, like, my advice to anybody who wants to make YouTube videos is do it for you first. Make sure you enjoy doing it, because if you're doing it for somebody else, that to me is not sustainable.
Yeah.
Because you're going to run into an audience member at one point that's not going to like something you're putting out. So ultimately, do it for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, if you're enjoying it, you're having fun doing it, then do it. But if you're doing it because you want it to get a lot of views, then I wouldn't. I would say probably not, but you know, just make sure you're doing it for you. Make sure you're happy doing it. Ultimately, whether you're doing it for the views or not, just as long as you're happy doing it, that's what matters the most.
So there's one last thing on the itinerary, and it is a anti-Christmas live stream.
Yeah, you just proposed this today.
So if you're okay, I'd like to take the next few minutes to talk to them about this idea I have.
You have the floor.
Thank you. I wanted to do this very delicately because it involves mental health, but this year has just been a really rough year, and we have not decorated for Christmas. Finances suck. We're struggling to get the presents that we want to get for people. And to top it off, last night it was kind of confirmed that basically none of our family members have invited us for Christmas. Like, from either side of our family, and I come from a divorced family, so there's 2 sides, and that's 3, 4, 5 sides, and nobody has invited us to their Christmas, and it just kind of feels like nobody really cares, like, if we're okay or not, or if we have somewhere to go, you know?
Right.
And the only person who's even reached out to us about Christmas plans or what we have going on is my dad, and he has to work Christmas.
Well, my mom did a little bit, but...
Well, yeah.
It wasn't to invite us over to her place.
Yeah,
so.
she can't have us over, so... that's a whole other issue, though. So yeah, we just kind of were, like, feeling super bummed. We already were super bummed. This is the first Christmas without my grandma. She passed away. And just, like, finances and just, like, other things that I'm not comfortable sharing, like, on a live stream like this. Just other things that have kind of made us, like, we haven't decorated. It just doesn't even feel like Christmas. And going to Clownvis was, like, the first time that I even felt, like, a sliver of, like, Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
you good over
there? Yeah.
Okay.
Be my hype man.
Okay. Yeah, so, like, the idea we had was to do, like, a live stream on Christmas for those who also aren't, like, feeling festive, or people who don't have, like, a family to go spend Christmas with.
Yeah. Like an anti-Christmas live stream for people who are also sitting at home alone.
Right. Yeah.
And we want to do it, like, we talked this morning about, like, baking cookies. Like, this would not be an hour live stream. This would be, like, 4 to 6 hour live stream is what we're talking about. Like,
which I'm still trying to wrap my head around that, because I know people have done like 12-hour streams, people have done like 24-hour streams.
No, it's not 24 hours. No.
I have always said never. I could never do that long of a live stream. So when you proposed this earlier, like, it took me a bit, like, it smacked me. I'm like, 4 hours, and I'm like my head was like imagining, how's that gonna play out? Like, how's that gonna go?
Yeah, no, like, we would bake Christmas cookies together. We do have a couple gifts that we bought. And we would wrap them together on the live stream. We talked about our Clownvis record that we have, and we have a Twisted record that we would be playing, like, in the background.
Plus, we do have the Carnival Christmas. Yeah.
And we would, like, play that, like, in the background, and we would, like, I don't know, it wouldn't be, like, I don't want to call it anti-Christmas live stream, but, like, kind of like a fuck you, like, we're just gonna hang out, you know?
Right. Coma said that's been him this year. He still has his Halloween decorations up.
Bro, it's December. You gotta put that shit away.
What was it? Was it this last year or the year before?
Like, when Thanksgiving hits, like, you gotta start putting that stuff away.
What was it?
I don't remember if it was this last year. Turn the jack-o'-lanterns around, so it's just pumpkins.
Yeah. I don't remember if it was this last year or the year before, that it was like April before I took the fucking Christmas lights down outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. I left those on way too long.
Oh, yeah, it's just been a really rough year, and I'm just not feeling the Christmas spirit. And it looks like it's pretty confirmed that we don't have anywhere to go for Christmas. It's just going to be me and you.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't want that to sound like I so fucking appreciate you.
Right.
And, like, I don't want to sound like, oh, I'm alone on Christmas. I'm not, dude. I got my best fucking friend. Like, that's more than any Christmas gift I could ever ask for.
And he has the voice of an angel.
Yeah, so, yeah, I don't want it to sound like that, but it just kind of, like, This is the first year that we'll just be at home alone for Christmas.
Yeah.
And it just is like really fucking sad that, you know, people who you think are your family members, like, in particular, like, my, like, mom's side, you know, like, we went to my grandma's house for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, and, like, I was family enough then.
Yeah.
But, like, now that she's gone, nobody cares about Megs.
That tends to be what happened, like, when my grandma passed away back in 2011. I think grandparents are like the glue that holds cousins and aunts and uncles together.
But,
and then everyone splits off and does their own thing.
But I've had family on that side, and you know this. Like, their mom died, my aunt died, stuff like that. We were like, hey, come over for Thanksgiving. Hey, come over for this. Like, we reached out to them because we knew, like, they were going through a hard time.
Right.
So, yeah, so it'd be like an anti-Christmas live stream. We're going to bake cookies and definitely wrap presents. And I basically wanted to ask you guys for suggestions. So I kind of have, like, a prep time period. What other suggestions you guys would recommend for this live stream? Like, we're not decorating this year, so we're not gonna, like, I mean, I guess we could, like, for the sake of the live stream, we could, like, put a tree up or something.
Decorate on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Decorate and then, like, an hour later take it all back down. Yeah. Alright, Christmas is over. Go home, everybody.
The beginning of the live stream was us decorating, and the end is us putting it all away.
Wait, we'll get it all set up. We'll take like a minute. Oh, beautiful tree. Alright, let's get it all put away.
Yeah.
We literally would put it up, take a minute, just enjoy it, and put it away.
Yeah, so I just am, I guess, asking you guys for suggestions so that I have, like, paper here so I can kind of, like, write it down and stuff. Other than the baking cookies, listening to music, and wrapping presents, what other things do you think people would want to see for this live stream? Like,
Juggalo Collectibles says, and Twister. We actually don't have Twister, but we've been rewatching my wife and kids.
How did he know that? That's crazy.
That is like the fucking manifestation.
Yeah, dude.
We were watching My Wife and Kids, and if you've ever watched that show, the episode where Michael's getting older and they play Twister, and he like falls, or like he stretches his back out, and then he like milks being hurt. We like had the idea of like, we need to get Twister and try playing it, because we're getting older. I mean, I'm about to be 36 in January. It'd be interesting to try to play that as
That is not what you said last night. You said naked Twister. That is not what
Well, we are not live streaming playing naked Twister. That is for me and you only.
Just like one big blur.
Yeah. Just get the little editor out, and all you see is two blurry bobs moving around.
Just little feet and hands sticking out of this blob.
Oh, shit.
Wait, so hang on. There was a question.
Oh. Shake and Bake said sometimes when the monarch of the family passes, all they get together stop. Exactly, and I think.
But it doesn't have to be like that. That's
right.
The part that like rubs me wrong. Is it doesn't have to be like that if you really care about each other. Like, so here's the thing. DC got this gigantic. When I say gigantic, I mean literally this fucking big of like this huge, massive pig's ass. Like the thing's fucking huge. Barely fits in our freezer for free at work.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'm not someone who's gonna like beg to come. I'm not gonna beg someone to spend time with me. You know what I'm saying? So we sent out 3 text messages to 3 different like family get-togethers. Hey, we don't have anywhere to be for Christmas.
Yeah.
DC got this gigantic ham that's way too big for us to cook for just the 2 of us. If you're hosting Christmas, do you want me to drop this ham off like a week before or whatever so that we can cook it at your place for Christmas? And they all 3 said no.
Yeah.
And that like just broke my heart. Like, you guys know that I'm going to be alone for Christmas and like you just don't give a shit. And it just sucks, you know what I mean? I mean, it is what it is. Like, life could be so much worse. So we were kind of thinking like, instead of just sitting home and just being like in our little pity parties, like,
let's have a pity party with everybody.
Yeah, no, we literally said that to each other. Like, we're gonna have a live stream. That's gonna be our fucking pity party. We're gonna pity party it out, and then next year, no fucking excuses. We're gonna get in the goddamn Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
We're gonna let us have this year to just be sad, and then next year it's fucking on.
Yeah.
Like, Christmas the shit out of your ass. Yeah.
Anthony LeBrun says, decorate your Christmas tree. Still continues to make me laugh makes me laugh out so hard and loud. Honestly, I skip that song every fucking time I listen to it. I don't really care for it.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to see us decorate, I mean, I guess we could do that. We're just going to be sitting at home all day anyways.
Yeah. We don't have a smoker. Jiu-Jitsu guy says, do you have a smoker?
No, like, you guys, I don't think you realize how big this ham is. It is way too big for us to cook. Even if we froze half of it for the two of us to eat, it's just massive.
I think it might fit in the crock pot.
It's got like a fucking hip bone in it. The thing's so goddamn big.
Yeah. But I think it would fit in the...
No, it won't. You'd have to like put it in like a roaster in the oven, or like a big pan in the oven, yeah.
I think we should try.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure...
Let it thaw, cut it in half, put one in one crock.
There's a goddamn bone going through it.
Well, yeah, that's why you gotta cut off pieces.
No thanks.
Oh shit! I missed Shanzi popping in here. That's live.
We do technically have a rotisserie on the grill outside.
Which I hope you're doing okay, Shanzi. I know you just suffered a loss. I know I don't want to put your personal business out there, but I just want to, condolences to Shanzi on his loss.
Yeah, we definitely, like, you were in our hearts. Like,
right, for sure.
Yeah, we've been kind of worried about you, so I hope you're doing okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Someone said something about having kids, and that's that we don't have kids. So it's kind of like...
I have you. You're my kid.
And then knowing that no one's coming over here, that we're not hosting Christmas, and that no one's, like, invited us, it kind of, like, what's the point of decorating? Like, well, what is the point? But yeah. I know that that's the wrong mindset to have. I know that. I'm letting myself have this year.
Yeah. And then no excuses next year. We're going to fucking Christmas party it up.
Yeah. So I guess if people want to see us decorate the live stream, I'm open to doing that for the sake of the live stream.
I could decorate your Christmas tree.
On the live stream? No. No. Maybe on OF, but not here.
But did we, what channel? We're going to do it on your channel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you guys, I got to get my hours up so that I can monetize. I'm still not monetized. I don't think people understand that.
What do you mean?
Someone had commented something about, what was it? It was like really shitty. I deleted it. They were like, don't act like you don't make money from this or something like that. And I was like, bro, I don't. Like, I've never been monetized in my whole YouTube career. Like, I don't make anything, trust me. If anything, it costs, because it costs for, like, computer software and internet, like...
Well, and even then, I think people think you make big buku bucks. Like, literally...
We don't.
Like, literally, my most viewed video has made maybe $20.
Yeah.
In the 6 years that the video's been live.
Yeah.
That's not a lot. Hey, cool! I can go get fast food and a fucking case of Faygo.
It's, yeah, like, right here, like, this, we gotta wrap this. This is what we got my dad for Christmas. So. But yeah, we gotta wrap presents, and we talked about making cookies just for us.
Wait, what did you say, JC?
What? Hey.
I read it, but I don't know what he meant by that.
No retracting. That's not fair.
Oh, I know what he said.
What did he say?
Was it Conservative Juggalo Podcast? Yeah. Was it?
I honestly don't remember who it was, but I remember that it was written, like, really shitty. And I know that sometimes when you text, things can be taken the wrong way. And I, like, thought about it and, like, reread it. I'm like, no, this is shitty. I'm deleting it.
Yeah. I mean, Jiu-Jitsu guy said some meat shops will saw it in half for you at a price.
Oh.
Which, I mean, it was a free ham, so that's
I mean, if we took it, like, they're frozen, like he's suggesting, and have them saw it up for us in smaller chunks while it's frozen, then we could store it in the freezer and just cook slow amounts. Because that's the other thing, like, do we let the whole thing thaw? Like, it's too fucking much ham. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, like, what else? Decorating. We thought about playing some games on the live stream.
Yeah, we got masks and machetes we gotta play and practice, and that's a drinking game. We could be drinking and having fun.
Yeah. So
drinking eggnog.
I do want to say too, like, if anyone's watching this and it's not live, or you think about it later or whatever, just go ahead and comment on this video, because before Christmas I will check this video's comments and see if there's any new suggestions, because I want to make sure that we plan this out enough so that it is a fulfilling experience for people who are tuning in, and it's not just a bunch of dead air. Like, I want it to be something enjoyable for us and for the people watching.
Yeah.
I want to distract us and get us out of that slump, but I also want to be that support for other people who may be home alone or going through a hard time, or maybe you need motivation to decorate, and you can decorate for Christmas while we are decorating for Christmas. We can do it together.
Yeah.
You know?
Juggalo Collectible says, I never delete comments, only helps the video, positive or negative. I don't typically delete, but I have hidden users before, and my reasoning for it is it's kind of like, every time they comment, it's only instigating shit that they're saying. And so to me, it's kind of like they're coming in the room and farting and then walking out. That's the equivalent I can think of, is they're just coming in the room to fart and then leave. Like, I don't want to smell your fart. I don't want to read your comments, so you're hidden.
I've only ever had to hidden like 3 people in my whole YouTube career.
Yeah.
But I have deleted a lot of comments. If anyone is harassing or bullying anybody else in my comment section, delete. I want like my channel and my comment section to be a safe place. I want people to feel like they can like give their opinion and have like respectful discussions, and if someone's not being respectful, delete.
Yeah. And I don't have to say, the one guy that I did hide, I don't have to say his name. Go scroll Facebook. Any Faygo Lovers article that has something promote anything that promotes M&E, if there's a laughing emoji, click on that. The guy that I hid is like 9 times out of 10, he laughs at those posts. Like, he laughs at anything they post about M&E. Like, and that's the comments he's left, is it's like always negative shit about whatever. It's like, bruh, quit farting in my room.
Yeah, I've only had to like block or whatever 3 people. And I'm definitely not saying his name because he's very well known in the Juggalo community, but we'll just say that he was, like, legit harassing me at one point.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
He was a cancer. He is a cancer. Cause
he's
still
I was
around.
like, look, I'm not going to tolerate you bullying me every day. So, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Oh, well, bye-bye, Rocco.
Yeah, for sure.
If you get that reference, bonus points. Yeah.
Shanzi says making money off Juggalo is right. Like, I see so many people that come here and want to be famous on YouTube. It's like,
that's not how that works.
Bro, calm down.
Well, I mean, unless you're begging people to send you money.
Oh, we're going there, are we?
He probably makes more money than I do at a real job, bro.
No, he doesn't work. That's the thing.
No, he makes more money from people sending him stuff like that than I make at my real job, is what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Like, he probably makes more money from YouTube than I have, like...
I don't know about that.
I mean,
the fact that
the
he
guy
bakes
is...
the way he does, no.
Listen,
you know
if he smokes, you know how much a pack a day is? $5-6 a day? Like, he's getting that somewhere.
Shake and Bake said the cancer
and
that went to jail...
he ain't spending that money on bubble wrap, so...
Shake and Bake, the cancer that went to jail, no. But you're close. He was involved. That's all I'll say.
They're
both cancer, I think.
It's not there anymore, so you don't have to worry about like going and finding it. A long time ago, once upon a time on Instagram, I shared some screenshots of some of the things that he said. I have since deleted it because like it was causing a lot of drama.
Yeah.
But I was just calling him out on his bullshit, like, you know, but I have deleted it.
Yeah.
Trying to be the bigger person.
Yeah.
Trying to reach 300, okay? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. I'm not saying this name. I'm not giving him any more attention than he deserves, which is nothing, so. I don't know, Juggalos, Collectibles, if you understand, like, how angry it made me that it wasn't bubble wrapped.
Oh, that
we were watching it together, like, no.
Oh, okay.
He did not send it like that. And I'm like, literally, if you don't have money for bubble wrap, grocery bags.
Yeah.
An old t-shirt, an old towel, literally anything.
We actually have an idea for a video. I don't want to share it because I don't want people to steal it because I think it'd be hilarious. But your unboxing inspired something that we want to do.
It inspired us.
It inspired us to do a video because of your unboxing.
Yeah, so I guess, yeah, someone in the chat says a pack of Washingtons are $7.50. And that is my thing. Like, if you smoke a pack a day, don't tell me you don't have money. You're smoking a pack a day.
Yeah, Sean's used with me. He said, calm down. Absolutely not. $100 a week and calling it a living is crazy. Yeah, there's no way Blue makes more than you. There's no way. There's a reason he's begging for
then
money.
How does he pay for things?
Because he doesn't live on his own. He lives with his parents.
Okay, but if he's
probably on welfare. He probably gets food stamps.
Yeah, that's probably true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not earning money. That's why he's asking for money. So he can buy shit for himself. Because he won't work.
Yeah. Well, if you guys do have any suggestions for that live stream, the anti-Christmas live stream, please let me know. And I would also like to know people's opinions on what time of the day do you think would be best for the live stream?
Yeah.
Are we thinking like 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.? So you get to have lunch with us and spend like 4 or 5 hours together.
So that's 5 hours there. What happened to 4 hours? You're extending it.
Or do we want to do something like 1 to 5, 1 to 6? Do we want to watch Christmas movies together? We should do we should watch like Big Money Hustlers or something together, or
you know, one thing you can never find on YouTube, and when I was still with Carnival Spirits, I tried to upload episodes and they got taken down quicker than shit, was Insane Clown Posse Theater. You can't find that online.
Let's watch that on the Christmas live stream then.
We'll have to flip it, do the mirror thing if we can. Wait, no. Maybe if we're doing it bootleg style with a camera watching,
that's what I mean.
People can see it, but it won't be the best quality to where the algorithm doesn't get. You know what I mean?
So I'm seeing in the chat afternoon or evening. So that's what I'm thinking of.
Evening would be a good time. Christmas evening.
Because I'm trying to think, people sleep in on their days off, and most people have Christmas off. And the time change in the zone, I don't want to go too early, and then someone out in California is 6 a.m. for them or something. So. Yeah. Movie live reactions.
Ooh, yeah. We've been watching Christmas movies. We've watched Home Alone 2. We've watched Jingle All the Way. What else have we watched?
Well, I was thinking a Juggalo movie for the live stream.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Shake, 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 Shannara, shake. See, I got that song stuck in my head now.
Is there one in particular that's Christmas related?
Not really. Not really.
I mean, Big Money Rustlers and Big Money Hustler, it's just a classic. Okay.
You know what they need to do? They've got documentaries out from The Gathering. They've recorded and put out Juggalo Weekend DVDs. Obviously, they've live streamed Hollow Wicked, but you know what they've never done is a Big Ballas live event. Oh, dude, I love Jingle All the Way. Absolutely fucking love that movie a lot.
You know,
it's a sick world we're living in with sick people.
This has been an idea that I've had for a really long time, but we've never done it, is a live stream from start to finish game of Morton's List.
Yeah, but that would be tough to do, and they were talking about it on Deck One Dell, because you got to think, the way you play Morton's List is you got to roll it and you got to see in the book what you got to do, and if it involves traveling, people have to live stream with you to travel.
Yeah.
There'd be a lot of dead air.
Don't care.
I
think it would be so much fun.
I think for Morton's List, an edited video would be best. Because I know you had mentioned that to me a lot of times, and I'm like, I don't know.
We got a question. Have you seen the family movie with the chick from Orange is the New Black? Yes, and it's actually really good. I was surprised how good it was.
We rented it.
Yeah. We don't have it, but we rented it.
Yeah, that was when we still had a video store, and then our video store went out, and now it's a fucking Dollar General. which I imagine is happening everywhere. Shake, 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 shake.
But yeah, if you have movie suggestions that you think would be good for this anti-Christmas live stream, we do want to play. I just want to touch base because I think we have a couple new people. We're thinking about doing an anti-Christmas live stream, 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours. I don't know. We'll find out.
Oh my god. Whoa.
We'll find out.
What happened to
We'll find out. Anyways, this would be like on Christmas Day, December 25th.
On her channel.
On
link
my channel.
in the description. Go subscribe to
We're
Meg's
going to bake
Diamond.
cookies. We're going to make lunch together, dinner together, whatever. We'll play games. We're going to have Christmas. We're going to have Clownvis Christmas record playing.
ICP
Christmas record
Twisted
and
Christmas.
Twisted. And maybe if we're lucky, we can get DC to do a little review for us on live stream.
Review of what?
Those trade records.
Oh, and Twisted has that new Christmas album they just put out.
Yeah.
Mine will be here Monday. So we can have that we can listen to because it's not on streaming yet.
Yeah. And we're thinking about playing some games. Shit, we could go play pool.
Yeah, we get cleared off, go down and shoot some pool.
Yeah.
No, we're not singing we're not doing if we were in a game too. I had somebody comment that.
We just like break out mid live stream.
Yeah, I had somebody comment that I can't retire until we give them if we were in a gang too. And I'm like, first of all, it's never
That ain't happening.
The first one was purely just for jokes anyways, and people took it serious.
We talked about maybe decorating a Christmas tree together. This is what I heard. Someone suggested this to me. To make a YouTube video of us showing all of our Christmas ornaments. That's a whole thing, that people enjoy that.
Really?
Your unique Christmas, not like, this is a purple one, this is a blue one. This is when I had a red tree, this is when I had a blue tree.
This one's a dolphin!
My hand is a dolphin.
Oh,
but
shit.
like, that's a whole thing that people really enjoy. It's the same way that you would enjoy like unboxing videos or like a mystery box. You don't know what they're gonna pull out.
I could see it, yeah.
So maybe if we don't decorate for Christmas, that could be something we can do. Just go through our ornament box and go through all the old ornaments that we have.
Maybe
That actually might be fun, dude.
maybe even our ornaments too.
Yours?
Yeah, our ornaments.
Oh, I get one?
you said ornaments, like with a D. That's sorry.
You seriously making fun of someone with a speech impediment? That is
I
fucked
apologize.
up.
I apologize. Don't.
This is why we don't have any friends.
Don't cancel me for being a bully.
They said that they were they really liked that movie too. They were really surprised.
The family movie, yeah. I wasn't really sure what to expect from it. It was my thing. I liked it. It was fun. Fun little movie.
Yeah.
Would I be giving a hot take if I said I liked it maybe more than Big Money Rustless?
What if we did live stream 12 hours?
No. There's no way.
Why?
There's no way.
Well, you know what? Look.
There's no way.
Okay. We'll discuss it the day of. We'll just see how it goes. We'll just play it by ear. If we're feeling it, we're feeling it. And then, like, at the 4, 5, 6 hour mark, we're like, okay, we're done. Then we'll end it.
Okay. Oh, man.
But if we're having fun and we're in the middle of a game and it hits the, like, you know what I mean? It hits the 5 hour mark or 6 hour mark and people are booming in the chat and we're having fun and they're having fun, why end it? Because it hit the mark.
Okay, let me ask you this. How are you feeling right now?
Oh, my back's a little sore. My neck's hurting.
Granted, we're kind of confined to the office because we're streaming from the computer. I'm assuming we would stream from our phone.
How the fuck are we going to bake cookies in the office, dude?
Drag the fucking stove in here. Drag the
can't.
TV in here. Yeah. I imagine being able to actually get
I
out
would
and move
assume
around.
it would be on my mobile device with a battery bank. And we would, like, take turns. You know, like, I'm obviously not going to take you in the bathroom with me, so, like, maybe there might be points where you're just with DC, and there are points where you're just with me, and we're doing different stuff.
Alright, first of all,
24 hour stream ain't fucking happening, because I don't think I can stay up that long.
Shanzi, Coma, Juggalo Collectibles, you guys need to head over. Christmas Day, you guys are going to help out with this live stream.
Yeah.
You guys are going to take over and entertain while we go, like, recoup.
We'll do shifts. We'll do like 4-hour shifts. I mean, we do like. And listen, I don't know why we have so many beds because we don't have like any friends that ever come over. But we get the most fucking spare beds I have ever like in my life seen.
We have 2 twin beds. We have a queen or a full bed.
We have okay, so upstairs we have like a kid's room, like a foster room, whatever you want to call it. There's 2 twin beds in there. Then we have a spare bedroom that has an actual like queen bed.
Timmy's room.
That's not Timmy's room. Stop saying that.
It's Timmy's room. Shout out to Echo Side Fiend.
It's a spare bedroom.
He stayed at our house one night. He's like the only person I've ever seen stay in that room, so it's Timmy's room.
Okay, whatever. We have a king size bed in our bedroom, and we do have room for one more. I'm just saying.
No.
And then our
ma'am.
couch pulls out to be a pull-out sofa. Okay, stay with me. We got an air mattress. We got a twin air mattress, and we have 2. Look, my finger won't bend, so don't make fun of me. We're at number 9. We have 2 camping sleeping cots.
Yes.
And so we have 9 beds.
And
Well, we could fit 9 people if we had to.
And if you want to get technical, the couch in our living room could be slept on.
So can the one in the basement.
That's true too.
But I'm not gonna stick someone down the basement. There, you got the shitty bed. Sorry.
It's actually probably really comfortable. I think Juggalo Collectibles just named it. I think he just named our live stream for us.
Christmas Juggalo-thon. Oh my god, that I love that name. Actually, look, I'm screenshotting this. I don't forget. It's done.
Your $2 will be in the mail on Monday. Juggalo Collectibles.
Your royalty. Hang on,
Yes.
let's see how good the live stream does first, and then we'll give him his royalties.
I still have not sent him that fucking hat. Juggalo Collectibles won this hat like months ago, and I've been a shitty person and not sent it to him. Okay, listen, JC.
This is why we don't have any friends in our guest bed, because
I went back and looked through our old messages because I know you won a giveaway in the past. I screenshotted that address, so if it is the same, please confirm for me so that I can like write on an envelope. I've been meaning to ask you, but I keep fucking forgetting. Is your address still the same so I get this sent to you?
yeah.
Right.
So Shanzi, Timmy, Coma Black, Juggalo Collectibles. Am I forgetting anybody? You guys need to book your flights because like the prices are gonna go up if you're gonna make it here in time for the live stream.
Oh, he's waiting for it too. See, I feel like a dick. If your address is the same, I will get that sent out to you.
You should feel bad.
I do feel bad.
You should.
Lorgasm just showed up. I spent how long sending him? He won patches, I think, and I like for the longest time didn't send it. And he's like, "Hey, when are you sending this stuff? I'm so sorry, I forgot." This is why I'm like slowly getting like I'm like taking steps back from doing giveaways because I'm just so awful about remembering to do that.
Can I? This will help your defense. Can I tell them why we don't decorate outside for Christmas anymore?
Because I kept forgetting to take them down.
So we moved into this house, and DC was like, "Oh, we're gonna decorate all the gutters and everything." And granted, like this man spent hours doing it, and it did look fucking beautiful. But then Christmas came and went, and every weekend I was like, "Hey, babe, it's February. Can we take the Christmas decorations?" "Hey, babe, it's March." It was late April. Every week hounding him to get him to take these decorations, and I just didn't like that feeling of having to hound or nag. And so I was just like, "Look, if you don't take them down, like we're just never. I'm not like you're not gonna decorate again." Yeah. Like, and I that makes me sound like such an asshole, but like, if I can't rely on you to take the decorations down, and I can't do it myself because it's not safe for me to use a ladder like that,
right?
Then like, no, we're not decorating outside. You can decorate the windows from the inside and put lights up and all that shit. We're not doing gutters and stuff. And man, you remember you had like the arch over the garage door, and it was so beautiful. Remember that? There's got to be pictures somewhere.
Which, remember, we'd seen that TikTok where somebody took PVC pipe and made mounts for lights. I want to do that because that would cut the time in.
Just like you want to send him his hat?
Yes. And Lorgasm said...
So, just like, no, guys, it's not his fault, okay? Like, don't be mad at him, like...
Lorgasm said it was the Strange Music bracelet, and like 6 months ago, But it's all. Did I send that? Did we send that off? I'm pretty sure we did.
Did you?
I'm pretty sure we did.
Did you?
Fuck, I don't remember. Like, I'm like just having that moment of like not remembering if I even sent that to him. Like, is he still waiting for it?
DC.
I am pretty positive I did send it to him. I'm pretty positive I did. Ah.
I remember he won the bracelet. I can't remember if it was a gold or silver one.
I can't
But
remember.
didn't we have both?
Yeah, I think so.
And we kept one and we gave the other one in a giveaway.
Oh, it's right here behind you. Yeah, it was in this little the pot of freshness, which there's like not much in here anymore. The strange music.
Oh, he got it. He got it.
He did get it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my God. That
I
makes
thought
me
I'm
even
pretty sure I
more
did send it.
concerned that like you don't even remember packaging it. Like,
I know.
oh my God.
I'm getting old, and that's the thing about getting old that I'm scared of is losing my memory.
You should be. You're already losing your mind.
I diddly done lost my mind.
You should be worried. You're not even that old yet.
Oh shit.
He got the silver one. Okay.
Okay, yeah. There
Yeah.
should be a
So
gold
then
one
we
somewhere
kept
then.
the gold one then because we had two and we were like we don't really need two so.
Right.
Oh,
man.
DC.
I know. What are we gonna do with me? This is why I don't own and run my own business.
What am I gonna do with you when you get old? Actually, old.
You're gonna have a little fucking fly swatter you're gonna keep with you, smack me on the back of my head. God damn it.
Can I do that now?
No.
Why need to practice?
Maybe once a year. Starting next year. Not this year.
So I think you're about ready to wrap this up if I'm reading you right.
Yeah, we've been.
So if anybody has any questions,
live
this
for
is your
nearly 2
chance.
hours. So the reason why
The live stream will be ending in probably like 5 or 10 minutes. So if you have questions now, your chance or forever hold your comment.
the reason I asked you a little bit ago how you felt like right now was because like we've been streaming for like almost 2 hours.
Yeah, but this live stream would be different. We would be like mobile.
Yeah, mobile.
We'd be in the kitchen. We'd be in the dining room. We'd be in the living room. You know what I mean?
So basically, what I'm hearing is I need to order a gimbal.
Why would you order a gimbal?
I don't know. Maybe that's a tripod. Yeah.
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 Gotta have a tripod.
Yeah. Well, because the gimbal you can do like tracking to where it can, you can set it down.
I hate that.
You
no,
do?
Yes, Buckshot
Really?
has that on his when he does like unboxings in his storage unit.
Yeah.
Which honestly, if you ask me, I call it his train caboose. Like it looks like it looks like a train cargo box. And I see like
Have you been in a storage unit? That's what they look like.
No, I'll get like a notification that Buckshot just had a new video, and I'll see like the little thumb. I'm like, oh, he's in his little train caboose again.
Oh my gosh. That's what storage units look like.
I know, but what cracks me up is Buckshot will, like, he'll open a box that he got, like, in the mail, like a box, a cardboard box,
Yeah.
show it, and then put it in another box to store it. And I'm like, Buckshot, please, display some of this stuff. He's got totes and totes and
He does. He has a basement with, like, all kinds of displays set up. He almost needs to buy a house just for his stuff to be displayed.
But he has that where like it, and it's like, oh. That's what I feel like when I'm watching him. I feel like I'm like, like when you're about to drop a package. Like that's what I feel like.
I see what you're saying. Like the camera would jerk, like the gimbal would jerk and make it seem
he's
like
in a close environment. Because I have seen people use it like in their yard, and it doesn't look that bad. But he's in a really tight, train caboose, so a train car, so it's pretty tight there.
Juggalo Collectibles, not for sale. I love that album.
Which one is it?
I call it Forgotten Freshness 6 because it came out before the actual Forgotten Freshness 6 came out.
Everything has a price.
And when you look through this is exactly like it looks like a Forgotten Freshness.
Yeah.
You know? But this was
you gotta
given
show
away.
to them, not me. I've already seen it.
I can't remember if it was a giveaway from the seminar. No, Golden Goldies was the giveaway, but they were selling this at the gathering in 2017. Fucklahoma. I didn't go, but the homie Scotty D got this for me. But yeah, it literally, like, everything about this is a forgotten freshness, but they called it this, which I don't understand why. This should have been Forgotten Freshness Volume 6, and Volume 6 should have been Forgotten Freshness Volume 7. And I'll even take you a step further and show you the inside. The way that the booklet is, it actually will tell you, like, all the stories about the songs, just like Forgotten Freshness does. So I'm not sure why they called it this. I don't know. But this, I've always called it Forgotten Freshness 6, and I always kind of refer to Forgotten Freshness 6 as Forgotten Freshness 7 because I can.
Just confuse the fuck out of people when you do it too.
Yeah,
So I think that I would like to argue the fact that everything has a price, and I'm just curious, what is the price for that?
What is the price that I would sell?
Because you cannot say, honestly, to me right here, right now, somebody offered you $10 million for that, that you wouldn't take it.
Right.
And we would start our own business, and you would, like, quit your job, and we would, like, you know, you can't say that. So, like, what would be your price, just out of curiosity?
I don't know.
And it's subject to change. It's not saying it's concrete. Like, if somebody offered it to you, you'd sell it. Just, what is your price?
Honestly, I don't know. I know it's probably
Would
worth...
you do it for $1 million?
Oh, I mean, $1 million, yeah, of course.
$1 million goes fast. Especially if you're investing half of it.
Yeah, but for a CD... I would definitely sell it for $1 million in a heartbeat. Honestly, if somebody came to me right now and said $500, I would buy that CD from you. I'd be like, fucking
no, you gotta
sold.
get more than a $500 for that.
$500, I would say sold.
That's nothing, dude. You know how much a CD?
That's a VR headset.
Oh my god, this again. But if we invest that money into something like stocks or bonds or CDs, $500 is nothing. You basically need like $1,000 to even get a good CD or a good bond.
Yeah.
So like you would need to
like
sell it for more than $500. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I could do $150. He says, Juggalo says, I'm out. Well, think it over. You know, maybe you might just have $1 million laying around somewhere, and then you know.
I don't know. Lorgasm offered a pretty good price.
What did he say?
He said tree fitty and a lap dance.
Excuse me?
Oh, that's good shit.
Excuse
That's
me?
good shit.
You would trade a lap dance for that? I don't think so.
See, I'm still trying to decide. Like, I'm still mulling it over if I want to sell the vinyl or not. I haven't decided.
I think we talked about this too. That we Juggalo Collectibles. You are one of very few people that we would even entertain the idea of selling some vinyl to, because we know that you would not only appreciate it and you would take care of it, and value it, and that it would actually bring joy to you.
Right.
So we did talk about, and we could talk more privately, but there was like maybe like 4 or 5 that we had to look through. That like, okay, we would sell this to him if he wanted, kind of thing. Yeah. So maybe we should like send you a chat privately of like what ones that we're willing to sell, and maybe we could talk pricing. And I promise to bubble wrap it.
That's where the video idea comes in.
Yeah. But I thought it would be funny too to like send you like a broken one or something, like as if
It would be fucking
send it one day out before the other package, and like just a box of a bunch of broken records like from a thrift store. Oh my god, he'd probably have a heart attack.
Oh man. But yeah, I'm still trying to decide like if I do want to get rid of them. Like I want to make 1,000% sure I won't regret it, because there's a lot of those you can't even get now. Like they haven't pressed more, they probably never will, and it's pretty much all of the Joker cards, aside from second deck. Like you can still get Bang Pow Boom.
Hold that thought.
I think Death Pop you can still get. Fearless Friend. They still sell those ones, but none of the first deck on vinyl, you can't get them anymore.
Yeah, we'd have to definitely do our research on like what are they actually selling for right now on eBay and stuff. But hold that thought. I'm gonna come back to it. Lorgasm says that he saw us. We saw him at the gathering and that he's thick. And I'm not sure what that was in reference to, but I guess I don't see him as that way. I just seen him as like tall, which is like most people I meet, but yeah. I'm like, damn, you're taller than I remember.
I think he's meaning because of the lap dance.
Oh.
Yeah. Gotcha. He's thick, like he give a good lap dance.
But I feel like he would have really strong legs.
Yeah. I will say, you were taller than I was expecting.
Yeah, like Konku. For sure. Like that was like
I will always call you Konku. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess that was what I noticed. It's like, damn, you're tall. But I have that a lot because I'm only 5'2", so.
Yeah, AXEmas Juggalo. I do have them right here. Honestly, I finally uploaded them and tried listening to them last year because I was like, Songs of Samhain 3 came out and I was like feeling very House of Crazy-ish. Like I was in the vibe for House of Crazies. A shot because I just honestly wasn't feeling House of Crazies. And I've heard people say, I think it was Season of the Pumpkin is what people said is the one that really is where they really start to get better.
He said he's 6'2". God damn.
Yeah. When he walked up, for whatever reason, I was expecting same height, maybe a little bit shorter than me. But yeah, he was tall.
But I think I've shrunken a little bit because I have issues with the disc in my spine, like all of the disc, all of them, and so it's like compressing. So I'm probably going to get a little shorter as I get older.
Yeah, he wants to see them.
I didn't want to forget the thought I had.
Go ahead.
If you guys had seen on Psychopathic Vault, they uploaded the holographic cards for Into the Echo Side that you could only get previously if you won Into the Echo Side tournament. And they're asking a lot of money. Here's the dilemma that I'm at. When I seen it, my first thought was, they're selling their stash, basically, right? So my assumption is that they will never have an Into the Echo Side tournament ever again. So,
on that note, I want to...
And I'm just curious what other people think. Like, when you've seen that, is that your first thought, too? Like, well...
That was my thought, but Juggalo's BD John, I told you he hit me up on Instagram before we went live. He was showing me pictures. His were bent. So that made me...
But he won those.
No. He ordered those from Psychopathic Vault. The ones he got...
The holographic ones?
Yes. He ordered the Vault ones, and they were bent.
No. So they're asking over 100 for it.
I think 117 for him, and he
plus probably like $20 in shipping.
He was like showing how he was a little upset about it, and he wasn't sure like what to do.
Yeah, me too.
And I told him I also wonder if they were already like that, and that's why they sold them.
Dude, that's fucked up though, because people are buying that for collecting.
Yeah.
They can put like in a picture frame to display and stuff. Now, and if they're bent, like...
Let me just say, that's just me speculating. I don't know if that's the case, if they really were bent and they sold them as misprint, or if it got fucked up in the mail. But, like, I seen that vinyl they sent, and it wasn't packaged very well. And that, to me, is atrocious to do that to your fans and your customers.
I would be so... he has every right to be mad, dude. That sucks.
It did raise the question of, were they already bent and damaged, and that's why they decided to sell some online? I don't know. That's me speculating. Because I know Low Key sells misprint items that he gets. But he sells his shit for, like, the really cheap. You get, like, a $20 shirt for $5 because it was misprinted.
That's just not how you run business. Like, you would just trash those bent cards. You know what I mean? You're not going to sell somebody for $100. Like, no, that's wrong.
Oh, wait. Juggalo Collectibles got the epic cards. The foil ones. Really? Interesting.
Ooh. So you're unboxing them? Are you posting a video of that? 'Cause I want to see like how they're packaged.
Yeah, I can show you pictures too. Because like I said, Juggalo's BD John sent me pictures.
When I seen that, I feel like everybody who won those cards. Can you please stop fidgeting?
Sorry.
The noise. Everybody who won a tournament and won those cards, like it almost devaluatizes that. And in my head, they're basically saying we're never gonna do a tournament again because what would the prize be?
Yeah.
Maybe they will. Maybe they'll just do gift cards for Psychopathic Vault or something. That may be very possible. They're just not going to do the cards anymore. But for me, it was so heartbreaking because we went to the very first DCG con you don't know what that is, it's a Dark Carnival game convention. I vlogged the whole thing. And they had, like, these foil cards in this gigantic shadow box. Yeah. It's the first time we ever even seen epic cards in foil or, like, holographic. Yeah. It was magical, you guys. You walk up and you're like, oh, these are so dope. And then you see, like, first place winner, second. I'm like, this is what we could win? Yeah. And, like, it was so magical, you guys.
Right.
And
they kind of carried that tradition onto the gathering then. So that's when you win the tournament, you win a plaque, a thing of the foil cards, which originally was how you could only get them to begin with. And I had the same thought when they were selling it. I was like, does this mean they're not doing the tournament anymore?
Yeah, basically.
It made me raise that question. Are they done doing tournaments now? If they're going to sell it. Or is this their way of just making extra money?
Okay, so Juggalo Collectibles, as soon as this live stream's over, we're watching your video because I want to see how they boxed it.
I'll show you these. Yakima Juggalo gave these to me at Super Gathering. They're, I don't want to say bootleg, but what he did is he printed off like labels for them. I'll start with this one here, Home Sweet Home. It like has, I think this is the cover from the cassette box set that they put out a few years ago, is where he might have got the imagery from. But then when you open it up, it's like, that's not going to focus, is it? Focus, buddy, focus. Oh, you can kind of focus there. But yeah, it's got like the track list, and it's on one of those little digital vinyl CDR things you can get. But yeah, Yakima Juggalo made like several stacks of these. He gave a stack of these to me. He made a stack for Scotty D.
And and fucking props to him. You know how much time it took him to make all these?
Yeah, and I think he said he gave a stack to CPN, or he was trying to find CPN to do that. But yeah, they're, like, the outside just has the artwork, and then the inside is, like, you know, kind of burnt disc. Which is cool, because you can't buy House of Crazies. That's it. I'm not going to show you the rest. You kind of get the idea.
Ivy wants to know if we pre-ordered the new Morton's list.
No. But, yeah, it's the House of Crazies, like, box set, I guess you could say.
Because back here, we both have a Morton's list.
Oh. Yeah, we bought Morton's list at the first DCG Con, and we've never played it. Okay, Yakima Juggalo said he got the images from their vinyl set off of the web. That's why I thought it was a box set, because I had seen that artwork somewhere else before.
This one must be yours, because the dice bag's not in here.
Where the hell would it be? Oh, I remember because at one point I was displaying the book.
Yeah.
And I had the dice sit with it. So it's got to be somewhere.
But here's the book.
It might be, honestly, in one of these.
I really want to do a live stream of this. I think that just sounds like so much fun. It's got like a lot of cool artwork in here, guys. I don't know. You guys want to see a video of the inside of this? Like, not page by page, but maybe just like by the artwork. Because there is some like really cool, I don't know how you guys can see that. With the details. But there is some really cool artwork in here. So. No, I think this would be so much fun to do live stream.
Yeah.
What's the book smell like? Like, do you know, like, when you're in high school and you got like a new textbook, like algebra book or something, algebra book or whatever?
This is what we're gonna turn this into scratch and sniff stream.
I'm stuffed up though. Hang on, I'm trying to get a good whiff.
Well, let me give it a whiff.
It doesn't smell like ink or anything. It just smells like paper. I don't know. Big
karma to open the book like that. Bad karma.
Really? Like, is that like superstition or something?
I've never heard that. I'm a juggalo. I don't read.
That's why we haven't played this game.
Yeah, pretty much. No, I see what you're saying. It kind of has like new textbook smell to it almost, like the pages. I can smell it, yeah. That's the texture of the pages too. It's like a textbook.
So what is this new edition like? Thick. Is it just
they did
like a re-release and they like changed a few things, or is it like totally different quest?
They had a Kickstarter where they were wanting to like do a new version of the game. I don't remember who it was that organized it. I'll show you the article on Fable Lovers. But there was a Kickstarter campaign for a new book, and I think there was like jerseys being sold or given to some of the pledges, or I don't remember the full details. I'd seen it. I was like, oh, that's cool, and they kind of scrolled past because like, yeah, I think it's cool that they're trying to get Morton's list like printed again, but like we haven't even played it, so like, I don't know. I kind of dismissed it if I'm being honest. I feel like if I actually played it, then that would change, but. Like, I don't know, reading through some of the stuff, I was like, I don't know.
So maybe we could play, like, one time just to get more familiar with it. And then we could, like, revisit the idea of doing a live stream.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. Well, Juggalo Collectibles, I went to school in the 90s and early 2000s. And I'm sure a lot of the books that I had at my school in the 90s was from the 80s. So I would say 80s. A new quest book.
No, okay, so not brand new textbook, just like a stale textbook.
Yeah, it's not like brand new. It's just like you enroll in school and you don't have money for new books, so you get like hand-me-downs.
Yeah, like you trying to sign your name, but all the slots are full, like that kind of book.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it up to you. If there's anything else you would like to discuss, that's everything that we have on the itinerary.
Yeah. Juggalo Collectibles, I don't think he asked, is it like the Carnival of Carnage documentary startup? I don't think it's actually, I don't think the Kickstarter was started by anybody at Psychopathic. I don't think so. I don't think it was.
Who's doing it then? Who's getting the money from it?
It might have been like Tall Jess, maybe. Like somebody who was involved with the first Morton's list, but I don't think it's like officially from Psychopathic. I don't know.
Suspicious.
Lord Geisel says, need another Ecocide expansion or a Juggalo's Against Sanity expansion?
Yes.
Honestly,
why have they not released new Joker cards for Into the Ecocide?
I personally feel like I'm starting to lose hope on them ever doing another convention. Yeah. I'm losing hope on them ever doing any more with Into the Ecocide or Juggalo's Against Sanity. I feel like they felt there wasn't enough of a response to it to keep it going.
Here's my issue.
That's what I feel.
They had the box set for Yum Yum at the Gathering that they wanted to like push so hard that literally was no different than Yum Yum album. Why the hell will they? We don't have a Fearless Fred card. We don't have Yum Yum. We don't have any of the seeds.
Right.
Like there's so like.
That's been my big preach is booster packs. You don't even have to come out with a full scale expansion. Just booster packs. New album comes out. Here's a new epic card of the album. Here's a couple, like maybe a flavor card that's themed from one of the songs. A couple of extra Juggalo cards to throw in there.
Yeah.
And then maybe one crew card for each of the crews, which I guess Psychopathic would be hard to do because it's kind of downsized. But maybe introduce a new crew.
Who was it we played? Was it Nathan? That me and Nathan bought all the Juggalos
cards?
Yeah. And we like actually ran out. Like, so yeah, I like your idea of like an expansion, not like a little booster pack with just maybe like a couple Joker cards, the seeds.
Right. Yeah, there needs to be an eShop. Like, I think maybe instead of trying to continue coming out with Psychopathic crew cards, maybe introduce a new crew. Because they have Underground, Dark Carnival, and
That's
Psychopathic.
Too much. Like, look, we just want the minimum here. We just want, you gave us Bang Pow Boom. We have Mighty Death Pop. Why do we not have any other Joker cards from the second set? Like, come on. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, exactly, Ninja with a Pencil. That's like what I have in my head is those kind of booster packs. And they come with a pre-order of a new Joker card. That would be the shit.
Yeah, no. And they could do a Bloody Sunday one. They could do the quest for the Groove. Like, there's so many ideas of like new cards, and I don't understand why they're not doing it because I know they would sell.
Yeah,
like they would make money off of it. So I don't know what the issue is.
It's almost like there's a cult following now for the Dark Carnival games. Like there's a sub culture of this subculture. If that makes sense.
What if
like there's a subgroup of Juggalos that are for the Dark Carnival games?
What if we just made our own?
I mean, we could.
Like, low key, like get the contact information from whoever he used
to make cards. Yeah.
And just make our own.
Yeah. I'm sure there might be some copyright with artwork.
Well, no, we would have to do our own artwork. So I could do the artwork if you want to type them up.
Yeah. The other thing that they need to do that Low-Key has done with his game Masks and Machetes, he has it ported into VR. So you can actually play Masks and Machetes on a VR headset, and we need that for Into the Echo Side. Like COVID, I know Jumpsteady said that he meant for these games to be something you meet up with friends and play, but like when you have people that live across the world that you can't really meet up with, there needs to be a virtual way to play.
I think honestly, a better way to do virtual for Into the Echo Side would be the same way that we play like the Phase 10 on your phone, where you have an app.
Yeah.
He could charge like $5 for that app, and that would help fund the app and pay for support and stuff. And he could have ads on it and stuff. And you would be dealt a hand, and I'll be virtual. Yeah. Like how we play Phase 10 on the phone.
Yeah.
And you can play with your family and text people and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it needs to be a thing. So, you know what? Honestly, I feel like that's something I would want to pick Low-Key's brain about. Because like I said, he ported Masks and Machetes into VR. So it's like, what's that process like? And could I legally do that to a game?
No, you don't own it, so no.
Yeah. But then get the process started and like reach out to like, hey, I've already laid the groundwork.
But
do I have permission to keep going?
No, you'd have so much time and money invested that you're not going to get back.
Yeah, true.
So. And Beef says, hey, DCFAYGOGUY, I've been watching you for years. Love you.
Thank you. Love you too.
Hey.
Not like that.
Don't be flirting with
Not
me,
like that.
You already know that you flirt with people at the urinals.
There you go. I didn't flirt with anybody.
That was so creepy, dude. If I was him, I would have been so fucking creeped out.
I just meant like he didn't have to hold his piss. He could have pissed.
He didn't have to hold his. He could hold yours.
No. Stop twisting my words, damn it. Jugganopoly. That would be funny.
Well, we did make our own Juggalo version of Guess Who.
That is true.
I don't know where the fuck it ended up at, but...
Did that video ever go live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was fun. That was so much fun, you guys.
It was.
I enjoyed that.
I feel like there's only so many ways you could play that, though.
No. It was so much fun.
Yeah, it was.
My ears are all flat.
Oh, exactly. Lorgasm, you got it. Just do it and don't put your name on it. Or do, like, under a different name, like Joe and Joey Records type shit. Yeah!
That would be funny. Oh, man. That would be funny.
All right. Well, shit, we've been going for over 2 hours now. All right, there is potential for us to do a 4-hour stream on Christmas Day.
Look,
okay.
We've done cooking videos that end up being like 2 hours, but I edit it down to be smaller. We bake cookies. Right there's a whole fucking hour.
That's true.
We gotta wrap presents. That's an hour.
That's true.
You know,
well,
and then
I
if you want to do records and do like a little Christmas record review, that's an hour. If we want to watch a video together, like what I had envisioned, if we do end up watching like a Juggalo video together, whatever, I envision like the tripod being set up close enough to us that we can still read the chat and interact with them, but that they can still see the movie and hear the movie.
Yeah.
But that hopefully we wouldn't get like the video banned for copyright. That would be my only worry.
One of the things I've been thinking about doing, and I know there's a Lorgasm's here and Ivy Killer's here. There's something I was thinking about doing, like members only live streams. Like kind of behind the scenes, if you will. Like if I'm going to come in here and shoot for what's happening now, maybe set up my phone.
Oh, I need to read that.
And do a live stream of that, of like behind the scenes. They can see the full unedited version of me doing that. I don't know, just something, trying to creatively think of something different to offer members. Yeah. Or like, you know, do once a month
what if you offer them just bloopers?
Yeah, that could be something too. Beef says, if not for you, I wouldn't be even involved at all in the Juggalo world. After Tempest, the music side hasn't really done it for me. You are a fantastic content creator. I'm considering interacting myself. Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I know earlier this year I talked about possibly retiring, and there were several people that reached out and said that like my content and my videos have meant a lot to them, and there's a lot of them that coming into the Juggalo world they found my channel and it was very helpful. And you know, it just, to me, it was kind of like that was what I needed to say. All right, it's nowhere close to time to ending this. Like I've still got a long. I've got to keep going. Essentially, yeah.
I think that this past year has just been rough, and that you're just in a funk, and I know that you're feeling it, and it feels really strong. But I think it will pass. I truly believe it will pass.
Yeah.
And you will find that spark again.
Well, and a lot of what it was is it's not so much my own spark. It's just kind of like I'm looking at other creators on the platform right now and what they're doing. And it's like, it's so far from what I enjoy doing and what I want to do. And there's like this whole arrogance to it. Like, I'm better than you, fuck you kind of attitude out there. It's just...
That's why we need people like you on the platform, because that's the kind of person I want to watch.
Right. There's just so much arrogance.
I want to watch you, and I want to watch this unboxing as soon as this live stream is done.
Oh yeah, yeah. Which I've compiled a list of my top 10, top 15, if you will, because I have 5 honorable mentions of my top 5 Juggalo YouTubers, like of all time, like the ones that I've enjoyed watching, whether they make content still or not. That's something I definitely want to film eventually.
Basically what Juggalo Collectibles did already, but do it like
actually do it, yeah. And it's not going to focus on any worse ones. It's only what I view as like my personal top 5 or top 10 favorites with 5 honorable mentions, and I shout out 3 podcasts. So at some point I will record that video. But, you know, I wanted to kind of shine light on content creators that I feel are doing something good in the community, that aren't on that arrogant tip of like, I'm the shit, fuck all of y'all kind of thing. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
Because when I first came onto doing YouTube videos, it wasn't like that, you know? There was actually like marketing, like networking with each other. It was like, we actually collaborated.
Yeah, when's the last time that you collabed with somebody?
Right. And it's because I think sometimes, like
we're so lucky,
you know,
to like live in the same town with somebody who wants to collab with, but not everybody has that.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, when the split happened, like the whole like, the scene just shifted in a way, and it just kind of came about like, I don't know, it just wasn't the same.
I think people are just confused and they're torn, and they have this enormous pressure to pick a side.
Right. And
they don't want to pick a side, and they're just not sure what to do.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, I know that you've talked about retiring and you're kind of like losing the motivation right now.
Right.
That's why I pushed for the 12 days of Irish cream.
Right.
Because I knew it would be something fun and it might spark like something up in you. And then seeing you kind of like get discouraged.
Right.
Like, I feel bad now that I've caused that for you, and I am sorry for that.
No,
I don't want to cause you more heartache. I just want to help you get that spark back.
Yeah. I know I've got to put more of my blinders on to those ones in the scene that are arrogant and doing that bullshit that I don't want to be a part of. Because like when I did my Lost Lake Estates review, and we did that little bit of you being my therapist, that was fun. That's the kind of reviews I used to do.
That was and like Juggalo Uber, that was
right,
fun to
and that's
film.
what I want to get back to. I want to get back to doing videos being fun.
Which did anybody did anybody comment like what was on my doodle pad? Did anybody read that?
I don't think so. I didn't see anybody comment that. So
a lot of work went into that, guys.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's where I want to be. I want to be having fun on YouTube again, and that's, you know, I want to. Yeah, it's just there's too much bullshit on the scene right now, and that's kind of what kills the vibe for me. Yeah. So I just got to be more ignorant to that stuff.
Yeah, and just focus on the people, like the people who are here right now tonight.
It's just the YouTube algorithm always shows it on my homepage, like trying to refer me shit. It's like I don't, you know, I scroll past it because it's like clickbait titles, or like when Violent J and Sarah Rusi broke up, like there were videos about. It's like, why do people invest so much into this? Like,
you know what you might also need to do, which we've talked about this before. You need to go through all of your YouTube subscriptions and like clean it out a little bit.
Oh yeah, there's some that I have.
That's why you're being recommended videos you don't want to see anymore.
Right. Well, and then when you go on to like my channel, and it'll show you like people what they're watching, and some of the things that my audience are watching is some of that. So it's like, I think I get recommended it because it's similar.
That might be.
So I don't know. But yeah, I just blinders on, focus on the positive, focus on the good stuff, ignore the bullshit, you know. Oh yeah, Ivy's like, it wasn't even true, they're still together. I know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, people, if you've ever listened, like, go after this stream, we're gonna watch Juggalo Collectibles, and then I want you to go look up Don Henley's Dirty Laundry and listen to that song and tell me that's not like so many content creators in the scene right now. Like, literally, it's I make my living off the evening news. Just give me something I can use. People love it when you lose. We need dirty laundry. Like,
man, you're in the singing mood today for some reason. What's going on?
That's the theme song of a lot of motherfuckers right now.
Guys, he made me breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
Homemade, from scratch, waffles.
And in the morning, I make waffles.
And he was singing Clown Elvis. It was literally the cutest fucking thing to, like, I got showered and dressed and everything, and I come downstairs, because I'm someone who, like, doesn't eat breakfast, so I'll do everything else in the morning but that. And I, like, come downstairs, and he's in his little robe, and he's, like, cooking and singing. It was literally the cutest thing ever. But, yeah, I'm sorry for, my eyes leaking earlier on the stream, and Clownvis was epic.
Yeah.
AXEmas was epic. We enjoyed both shows. Obviously, there's always going to be negatives to every show, but overall, we both had a blast, and we'll go again in a heartbeat. Like, we talked about this too. We've never done VIP. We've never done meet and greet. But when we went to Clownvis, that's what it felt like. It felt like we got VIP meet and greet treatment. And it was very weird for me because I've never experienced that before. But he was so sweet.
Yeah.
And so just like, hey, Juggalos, what's up?
Yeah, it was cool.
And I asked him, I was like, hey, because some of the Juggalos in the crowd were chanting for him to sing Chicken Huntin', which if you haven't seen on Clownvis, his YouTube channel, he sings Chicken Huntin' with a guitar, and it is so epic, you guys.
Yeah, it's a, like, Elvis Presley twist.
So yeah, when he got off stage, I was like, hey, why did you sing Chicken Huntin'? And he was like, ah, man.
If I would have had my guitar with me, I would have.
Then he like paused. He's like, listen, the next Juggalo event I do, I will sing that. I'm like, all right, hope you do it. So yeah, it was both great shows. If you missed either one of them, you are in luck because I live streamed them.
Yeah.
All three. So and I did just want to say, I know that some people might get annoyed by this, but I have had more than one person now tell me that they went to my channel and couldn't find my live stream.
Oh, yeah.
So I just want to make sure I say, when you go click on my channel and you click videos, my live streams will not be there. You have to scroll over.
It's a section of its own.
Yeah, you know where it says videos, playlists, you have to scroll that over, and there will be one that says live. It might say something different for you guys, like live stream or something. No, that's what you want to click.
It just says live.
Yeah, that's what you want to click, and then it'll be in there on order, probably from newest to oldest. So.
Yeah, and they can change that too. Like, they can view oldest.
But
go watch the old Lunch with Megs in DC we did.
Oh my
god,
please do not. Please do not. Please don't watch that.
Yes, go back and find the one where she farted on live stream and tried to blame me. You told an embarrassing story about
I have not deleted one video yet on my career, but I will go back and
No, you won't, because that shit was hilarious. I love how you literally see you go like this, you lean up,
whatever.
And then your fucking jaw drops because you weren't expecting it to be so loud.
Whatever.
But that's what happens when you fart on a wooden chair. It fucking echoes.
Back before YouTube took my live streaming abilities away, we used to do, if you don't know, Lunch with Megs in DC, and it was literally us in a car it was us eating lunch in a public place doing a live stream, and it was Juggalo talk.
And we've done it sometimes at home, the whole what's the fucking word?
Like, we've done it in a restaurant, in a car, at home, but we have food, and you just, like, it literally is Juggalo talk.
Yeah, Juggalo talk evolved into what it did because Lunch with Megs and DC kind of stopped.
Yeah, they took my live streaming ability away because they put new criteria of, like, how many subscribers and stuff you had to have.
And they've since reverted it because they can't ever keep shit. They can't make up their minds.
No, they didn't revert it. I just finally reached 500.
No, they did change it because Deck One Doubt's been able to live stream too.
Whatever. Anyways, I think I had 300 at the time, so I didn't qualify anymore. And so we were like, man, like, people really liked it, and we got really good positive feedback and comments, and we wanted to continue it somehow. So then we kind of came up with Juggalo Talk, and then just decided to do on his channel, and that's how Juggalo Talk came about. Yeah. But there's several of those episodes on my channel, and they're probably so cringy. Like, I would never go back and watch them. I would probably be embarrassed, too.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit. It's 2.5 hours. Look at that.
Okay, guys, so we're going to wrap this up, and then after this, we're going to go over to Juggalo Collectibles YouTube page.
Everybody head over there. We're having a fucking watch party.
Yes, you just keep fucking refreshing that shit until his unboxing goes up.
Right. He likes to, like, set his for premiere for the next day, and like, I always see it, and I'm like, ooh, unboxing, and then I click on it, it's like, in 24 hours, I'm like, son of a bitch, I gotta wait.
Tease. Every fucking time. You do that shit to me. I'm a thumbnail or I'm a tab person, so I'll like right click tab,
yeah,
and I'll like get a whole bunch of them, and then like I just get to it when I get to it, and I'll get to it, and I'm like, yes, I'm so excited to watch this video, and it's like premieres in 12 hours. Would you like to be notified? I'm like, no, I want it now. I don't want to wait 12 hours.
Yeah. So make sure you head down in the description. There's a spot in the description that says check out Megs' channel. You're going to hit that link, go to her channel, make sure you hit subscribe. And if you ain't got shit going on at Christmas, you can come chill with us
this December 25th.
I guess 4 to 6 hours is what we're projecting.
Maybe we'll go for 12. We'll do a new record.
She might go for 12 hours.
What if...
Yeah,
okay,
maybe,
wait. What if we buy you coffee?
Oh. That is possible.
Like, what if I promise to buy you 2 coffees throughout the day, like, with some time in between, from wherever you want. You want from McDonald's, you want from Wendy's.
Dunkin' Donuts.
And
there's one not too far we could go to. You know this.
Okay, but I gotta have Wi-Fi for my live stream.
Well, no. We'll get the coffees ahead of time. Put
Well,
one in the
I'm
fridge.
saying is on the live stream, we'll go get coffee for you. Would you do it then? Like the minute you're ready to tap out, we're like, okay, super chat $5. We need a coffee for DC. We need coffee.
Oh, we're not that hard up for money.
And then we'll go get coffee for you.
No,
I don't think you can even super chat on mine, right? Because it's not mine.
But once you reach your watch hours, you can. Yakima Juggalo says, DCFAYGOGUY, I did enjoy your guys' collectible vids. I was hoping you were going to include the HOK CDs, LOL.
I'm slowly working through it.
Yeah, she's got them here on the shelf. That's why these were over here on the side, because she's going through showing collections, and I'm sure you will show it.
The thing about doing those collectible videos, DC, is these aren't very organized. And I found some atrocities.
They were organized.
I found some atrocities.
What did you do? They were organized.
Well, when I came upon that atrocity that you did the Great Malengo album.
That was...
and like, I'm digging through all of her stuff trying to, like, put it back together, and I can't find shit, so, like...
Right up here's the first 6 box set. The other 2 books are in that one.
Okay, but if you're not at home when I'm filming, like, I don't know those things. So, like, I'm working through it slowly. He's got shit mixed around. You got, like, fucking random-ass fucking singles shoved between CDs. Backwards. Can't even fucking see what it is. And I'm, like, trying to reorganize it.
Yeah.
When I did the collection videos, like, I did ABK collection, ICP, and Twisted, I believe.
Yeah.
I had to sit there and turn them all right side around. Because they're not all facing the same way.
Well,
it takes time.
At certain points where the CD tower used to sit and where I used to sit, I would pull it out for it to face me that way. And it's been moved since then. And AXEmas Juggalo, I know you said that you stopped doing your unboxing vids, but I will let you know, when I was first dipping into low-key, your video unboxing his whole discography is one that I watched. So, reconsider.
I do plan on, we have Tech 9 collection over here.
Yeah, there's a whole other tower. Oh, you can see it in front.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, the tower behind me. And then I have a Slipknot Korn collection. So I do want to do all of them eventually. It's just taking me a long time to, like, organize it. And then I find the weirdest fucking shit. I'm like, DC, why did you do this?
I customize. Like, what was it you and Juggalo Collectibles were talking about what I did to Abominations?
Because it is Abomination, Kenny.
No, listen. I wanted to not have two CDs sitting on the tower. If you haven't watched my custom video, I actually took the slipcase from both versions because there's one with a Madrox cover and one with a monoxide. I cut it. Oh, here we go. I actually cut it and I glued them together so that they're both together.
I can't handle it.
Yeah.
It's too much.
I made my shit.
You didn't even give Juggalo Collectibles a warning.
Trigger warning?
You didn't even give him a trigger warning. He thought what you did to the Malenko album was bad. Wait till he finds out you did that.
Oh, he hasn't seen it yet?
No.
Oh. Well, there you go. Trigger warning.
Yeah. Yeah. So then it's like, okay, so like with that CD in particular, how do I go about making that video like warning, I did not destroy the CD, DC did.
Look, I customize my shit a little bit. That's just me.
Yeah, but dude, shout out to him for doing those CDs. Like, that must have took him forever to... I mean, just think about, like, he had to had to print out all those album artworks. He made, at least 3 copies you know of, and he had to cut all them out, put them all in CD cases. Like, that takes time, dude. Like, everyone wants to know, like, what you did to them. Like, it was a...
It's not even that bad.
I don't even know if I can talk about it. Like, listen, I need to cool off a little bit first.
It's not... Okay, what I did to Abominations, I could get being upset at, because I literally destroyed the slipcase.
You literally destroyed it.
But Great Malenko, I didn't do anything bad. Alright, so you notice...
You did, because you crammed him in and it damaged the booklet. It damaged it.
A little bit. It's okay. So, as you notice, the cover here is purple. But then as you open it, the inside is green. It's got the 2 books together. The red one is up in the first 6 box set.
No. It
rather
than
than
all
having
be together, put it back the way it was.
Rather than having multiple copies of the CDs on the CD tower, I decided to do it like that.
He commented, I smell divorce.
And she's right. There's a tiny bit of damage down here right now because of that.
Could you imagine getting a divorce and that would be like a stipulation?
You get joint custody of the CD collection.
No, that you have to that you have to put it back the way it was, like all 3 of them.
I think the other case is over here somewhere. Because remember, we're like, where's the book for this?
I don't even know where it is, and you wonder why it takes me so long to organize these shelves and then just to do one video.
Listen, the red one's up here. It's in the first 6 box set. Because at one point I had all 3 books in one case, and that was too much. That's how the green one got ruined. So I was like, all right, these 2 I'll put together here on the tower, and I'll keep the red one in the first 6 box set. I have a system. It doesn't make total sense, but it does to me. Yeah, see, Fusion House, it's not so bad. I get it. The Abomination one, maybe a little bit, you know. So how does everybody feel about what I did with Tunnel of Love?
Here's my... Oh, my God. Listen.
Tunnel of Love's not bad.
The Abomination album that you custom made is badass. I'm not going to lie on that.
Yeah.
But what triggers me is, where are the other half that you discarded?
Trashed.
Oh, what?
Well, listen.
Why would you not save that?
Because listen though.
No, there's nothing you could say that would make me be like,
that's
wrong. I get it. I understand why you trashed it.
So listen, on the Abomination one, right? So here's monoxide, here's Madrox. The slipcase was literally just monoxide on both sides. There was no difference.
No.
So I cut and pasted
why
them
would you
together.
throw it away though? You literally have a whole shoebox down here of like shit like that. Why couldn't you just put it in the shoebox?
It actually might. I might have saved it.
No, I didn't see it in there.
No, I might have.
I've looked.
I don't know. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I thought it did. But yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Goose fraba.
It's not okay.
Goose fraba. It's okay.
It's not okay,
It's
Kenny.
okay.
They're in the trash.
Show me on the CD case where it hurt you.
No, everywhere. You just carded it like it was like trash. And there's somebody out there right now that would love to have that slipcase, and you just trash
Well,
it.
and listen.
You could have made 2 slipcases. Listen.
And if that's how they feel,
listen.
they
You
can go on
could've-
eBay right now and
No.
easily find it.
You could have took the back that you T-word and
Made another copy.
made another cover, and then if that one got damaged, you would still have one. So essentially, you threw a cover away.
Actually, I think in my video, I threw them away in the video. Now that I'm thinking
Oh
about
my god.
it. I do think I might have done that.
I gotta go check now.
Yeah.
I can't believe you did that. That's so not like you, though.
Well, I mean, customize.
You happen to throw it away? Like, I'm shocked that you would do that.
I'm not a hoarder. I don't hoard shit.
You don't hoard, door drillings?
No, I don't. I don't.
Maybe that's just me.
That's just you.
So. But hopefully we will see you guys on December 25th. And if not, I hope that you have a very Merry Christmas.
Absolutely.
Happy holidays. I hope that you get to spend it with your family, doing things that you truly enjoy, and
just remember, don't be a bitch or you won't get stuff for Christmas.
Yep.
Anything else?
oh, that's a good point. He said, this is the same guy who thinks autographs on an album art is too much.
I know.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I've gotten so much shit over that in the past. And I don't mean to be rude or disrespectful to the artist, but like I just love artwork, and when there's an autograph on it, it's like I don't know, like if I was gonna go to a meet and greet, that's not where I would have them sign at. I would have had them sign something else.
We're not mad that you customized a case. We're mad that you threw away the other. That's where it hurts.
I know, I probably could have held on to it like a hoarder, but...
Look at this shoebox.
Stop.
No, we're showing it. It's too late.
I thinned it out a little bit.
Same guy who says, I'm not a hoarder.
It's all,
And this...
all stickers and patches and shit like that.
This is just one, you guys. This is not the only one. There's a big green one down here. Where's the one? Right there.
No, this just has the stuff that came with it. I don't have any extras in that one.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Because when I filmed the video, I had to go through, find the shit that was missing, take the shit out that didn't belong.
No.
You...
Careful with that, yeah.
Yeah, you got other stuff in there.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, okay. Alright, Juggalo Collectibles, now that I know your address is the same, I promise I'm going to get this in the mail to you.
We'll see.
And if not, she didn't remind me. Oh yeah, that's how I put the blame on you. Alright, but yeah, anything else?
Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll see you on Christmas. And if not, well, yeah. If we see you on Christmas... If we don't see you on Christmas, Merry Christmas. I don't know. I'm losing my train of thought. Wow, it's almost 11 o'clock. All right. Anyway,
really?
It's
Holy shit.
It's 10:44. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for watching. And